Sports.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from the Palatial Studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
And a top of the Tuesday morning to you as well. It is May the 4th, 2021. We are into the 4th day of the month of May.
You my baby's daddy.
I am nobody's baby's daddy except for my lovely wife, okay? That's all I got to say.
Boy, does he have a lot of chutzpah.
Yeah, I got a lot of chutzpah for a Tuesday morning. I'm all sugared up, ready to go.
You're getting dangerously close to being unfriended.
All right, well, if you want to unfriend me, that's perfectly fine. It is 6:07. Would you please verify that, Mr. Clock?
It's now 6:07 a.m.
And a top of the morning to you, Miss Bonnie. Do you have a lot of chutzpah this morning?
Yes, and May the 4th be with you.
Yes, that's right. We're talking Star Wars this morning. It is Star Wars. Everybody is all Star Wars'd out. Maybe Darth Vader will call the show this morning.
That would be very nice. And
It'll
I
be
wish
a lot
I
of
could go
fun.
to that Star Wars theme park over at Universal.
Oh, yeah, definitely would be a lot of fun. But if you can't go to the Star Wars theme park, I know a park that you can go to. That's right, Clover Park. It's opening day for St. Lucie Mets baseball, Bonnie.
Yes, it's right here at home to enjoy. That's
right.
awesome.
That's right. And who knows, maybe you'll see some Jedis there.
Maybe I'll see Chewbacca there.
Maybe Chewbacca. How was that?
That's
was that good?
Perfect.
Yeah?
And, I don't know, the humidity might be a little high for Chewbacca to be
Yeah.
hanging out there.
Yeah. Does the humidity affect your hair, by the way? I meant to ask you.
Yeah,
Does it
does.
do wicked crap to it, like make it all like poofy and give you like this mini afro or something like that?
Yeah, it usually does. Usually curls it up and
Yeah.
makes it kind of kinky and kind of curly.
All right.
And you can never do a thing with it in the humidity, so
Oh, it's
why
awful.
bother to even fix it in the morning?
Awful stuff. Well, listen, it's going to be a great night for opening night at the ballpark. Weather forecast is good. First pitch is at 6:10 p.m. tonight. St. Lucie Mets are taking on the Jupiter Hammerheads on a 6-game homestand. Tomorrow's game is at 12:10 in the afternoon. Then Thursday and Friday, the games are at Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The games are at 6:10, and then Sunday the game is at 12:10 in the afternoon.
So how much are tickets? What's a ticket price right now?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, but I can tell you that in a minute. I can look for it for you since you asked the question. I will answer your question for you.
As I recall, they've never been very pricey for the St. Lucie Mets now,
No.
have they?
No, it's not very expensive.
Plus, they have those theme nights, like they have the dollar nights, I think, on Thursdays.
Mm-hmm.
Well, tickets aren't only $1, but you can go and have your beverages and
Well, yeah, you get dollar beer, dollar soda,
hot dogs,
dollar
too.
hot dogs, dollar popcorn. So it looks like tickets are like $11.
Oh, that's it. Yes. Yeah, I thought they weren't too
Yeah,
pricey.
no, it's very, very inexpensive.
Might have to go to the ball game on
Very
Saturday
inexpensive.
night.
Tonight's Silver Sluggers night.
It is.
So if you are age 55 and older and you're a member of the Silver Sluggers, you'll get a free hot dog and all sorts of other goodies.
Do they let
as
you come
well.
up and try your hand at bat if you're a Silver Slugger?
No. You can't
Oh.
go on the field. No. But we do a lot of the games with the Silver Sluggers. and we recognize them. And tonight we play oldies music because it's Silver Sluggers night. So we play all the
Hey.
hits from the 50s and 60s in the ballpark.
So we'll be hearing a little bit of Frank Sinatra.
Oh yeah, you'll hear some Sinatra, Frankie Valli, the Spinners,
Maybe some
Platters,
Elvis.
Elvis, the Coasters, you name it. We'll be playing that tonight.
That's going to be a whole lot of fun.
It is.
Wow.
It is. And then on Thursday night, it's the world famous Dollar Night. Friday night is Clutch's Kids Crew Day, where if you're a member of Clutch's Kids Crew, you get in for free.
Oh, it's Clutch now, no longer Slider, right?
Yeah, Slider's been retired forever and a day.
So what does this Clutch character look like?
It's
Is
a
it
dog.
Oh, it is a dog.
It's a dog.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't
yeah.
Slider a chipmunk or
No,
something
Slider
like that?
was a dog also.
He was too.
Yeah, he just
okay.
slid right on out of here and he went up to
All right.
Kingsport. And then Saturday night, Bonnie, this is great. Are you going to have the kids this weekend?
I think I am.
You know what? Saturday night, bring them to the ballpark. Fireworks after the ball game.
Are you serious?
Yes, fireworks after the ball game.
Fireworks are back.
Yes.
It's starting to feel normal again.
Yes. Yes. So are you going to have Jaden and Topanga?
I possibly might.
All right. So I want to see you at the ballpark Saturday night. We got fireworks right after the game.
Wow.
Yeah. And then Sunday is Clutch's Kids Crew Day again. So, I mean, what more could you ask for? Think about that.
We just might have to come out there and park.
You've got
and park
something
it out
to-
there for the night.
You've got something to do. You can come on Saturday, come a little early, pack a picnic basket, do a little bit of tailgating, eat some sandwiches,
wow.
and things like that. Bring that little portable Barbie if you want. Fire up some burgers and stuff like that in the parking lot. Who knows? Maybe you'll have people coming over eating your food. Anything is possible.
They'll smell my good cooking.
Yes, without a doubt. But that's the deal. What's happening?
We might be
all
sitting
week.
right by you in those bleachers.
Well,
bleacher
you
seats.
you won't be near me because I'll be
I know.
way up above.
I'm talking to maybe a listener that's
Oh,
listening.
there you go.
Maybe a certain listener will be sitting by and
There you go.
conversing with.
There
I
you
like
go.
to watch the people when I go.
I mean, maybe Jeff will go to the ball game with his significant other.
that could be.
Anything's possible, or Palm City Charlie, or anybody.
Yeah.
They might just happen to be there.
I have a good feeling that the crowds are really going to be getting back. I'm sure they only allow a certain capacity
Yes.
yet.
Yeah, it's a quarter capacity. I think capacity is going to be about 1,200. I think the projected attendance for tonight is about 900, from what I understand.
That's pretty good.
Yes, it is,
That's
because
really
it is
good.
Silver Sluggers night.
Oh, that's
So,
exciting.
and you'll get to meet the new Mets team as well. We'll be introducing all the players for the introductions. They'll be coming out to the line. We're going to have the honor guard in-house presenting the colors tonight right before the national anthem. We're going to actually have a singer for the national anthem tonight as well.
Oh, do you know who's performing? Who's going to be singing the
I
national
don't know.
anthem?
It's all in my scripts.
Okay.
It's somebody
You're
that's
going to see it a little bit later.
Yep,
the
we'll see it a
details.
little bit later.
Perfect.
And then, of course, in between innings, we do games such as golf putting. You have to get one of the 3 golf balls into the little cup.
Do you win a prize?
Yeah,
You
you'll
get,
get a
like, a
prize.
prize?
And then we have a pitching contest where you actually pitch the golf ball into a net. And if you get it in, we're also going to have the Tire Kingdom beach ball toss is what it's going to be called,
Yeah.
where you'll get 3 little beach balls. They're blown up. And there's going to be a tire set up, and you have to get one of the 3 beach balls through the tire to win a prize.
Should not be very hard to do.
No, not at all. There's all sorts of games, all sorts of fun and activities for everybody.
I remember throwing the first pitch out there a couple of times.
Oh,
and
did you get over the plate?
I did. I
Nice.
striked. I think I had 2 strikes when
All
I
right.
was out there.
Oh, you got a double whammy.
Well, yeah, the first time I was out, and then the second time I was out, I think I just got lucky.
Okay.
But it was fun when I think the whole system, like
Mhm.
the TV or the TV monitor, went woo,
Yeah.
like a big cheer,
Oh,
strike
wow.
and strike,
Nice.
and it was like, oh.
Very good. Very
I was
good.
so impressed.
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. We do trivia on the scoreboard as well. There's just all sorts of stuff that
Yeah,
that we do, and it's very, very family friendly. So come on out, bring the kids, bring the family, bring your aunt, your uncle, your mother, your sister, your father. Even if you have a sister from a different mister, we don't care. Come on out and have a good time.
I bet it's going to be like a really good crowd Saturday
Oh.
night when we come out,
For
especially
fireworks
if there's
night.
fireworks.
Fireworks night is always it's one of our best nights.
It's going to feel like it's officially going to be, usually I don't feel like the official kickoff is Memorial Day with
Yeah.
the kickstart of summer, but just
Mhm.
being there on Saturday
Yeah.
night, that's going to feel like an official start of summer.
Yeah, just the ambiance of all the fans and things like that. But I will preface by saying, if you are not eating or drinking actively at your
Oh,
seat,
yeah.
you must wear a mask.
So
It is
maybe-
required.
Maybe you want to wear a light mask.
Yes.
So, if
Yeah.
you got to be wearing the darn
Yeah,
thing.
some kind of mask to
It's
cover your face
something
and your
light.
nose. They do require
They do
a
yet.
mask if you're not actively eating or drinking. Now, if you're actively eating or drinking something,
Sure.
you don't have to have a mask on.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the key word: actively eating or drinking.
I will make sure to have a cold beverage handy close
at
by.
all times.
Yep.
At all
You know what? It
times.
can't be beer. It can't be
Sure
beer.
it can.
though. Oh no, I gave beer up for a couple of weeks.
okay.
I'm supposed to.
Well, you know what? We're going to make an exception Saturday night.
Going to Orlando a week from Friday. I'll be
Okay.
enjoying some water slides in
Wow.
Orlando.
Okay,
So, and I went to
Okay.
buy a new swimsuit last night.
another one.
Another one.
You just bought one.
I got to have 2 or 3 of them. You know,
Okay, all right. Tell me about the one you bought. Is it flowery? Is it solid
blue.
color?
It's solid blue.
Okay, one
And I
piece or two.
Just love it. It's 2-piece.
Oh, you got is it a bikini or a tankini
I
or
think
whatever
it's
they
like
call
one of
those things?
Maybe tankinis.
Oh, cool,
what do you call it?
cool.
But it's very,
Very
very, it's
nice.
very, very cool.
Very
I-
nice.
And hope the darn thing stays on.
Please,
You gotta.
please. We don't want that coming off going down the slide because then people will be shell shocked for life seeing a naked lady going down
Yeah,
the slide.
I have to go and test it out for sure. I did. I tested my other suit out to make sure it stays on
Where did you
before
test it?
I tested it.
Do you have Gary like hose you down in the yard with a hose to see if it would come off? Or come have the fire department come by with their high pressure hose and wash you down and
Nope,
see
I
if it comes off?
wore my other one out to the ocean a couple of
Oh,
times, out to the
okay.
beach,
And you were good. It stayed up.
It did. And
Okay.
when I went down water slides too, thank
Okay.
goodness it stayed up when I was going
I would hope so.
at Sailfish Splash Water
Okay.
Park
Okay.
because I didn't want to scare the kids.
No. Well, it wouldn't scare the kids. It would shock the kids because the fact that there would be a naked lady.
Yeah, that
So
would
we
be
can't
good.
have naked people running around the park for God's sakes.
I don't know why
No.
they make those darn swimsuits sometimes so loose and shabby. Like
I don't know.
Yeah, some of those suits get kind of loose.
All right.
You
Well,
want to make sure they're tight and secure and nailed onto your skin.
well, not nailed on for God's sakes. That'll hurt if you use a nail. Come on, Bonnie. You could use that like double stick tape or something.
And I'm careful when I wear my tankini.
Mm-hmm.
I do it doubly. I wear like a black satin bra right underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have double protection. That thing ain't coming off.
Those puppies are not coming out, so nobody needs to see the puppies. Those are private.
Yeah,
There you go.
That is true.
The puppies are staying in the puppy house.
I mean, if you've ever been out to the beach and the waves get really
Oh, yeah.
big and
I've seen that happen.
strong, and
I have seen that happen dozens of times where ladies will go out in the ocean and the waves will just like
splash
crash.
and- yeah,
crash on them, and for some reason the puppies are out breathing,
yeah.
and I'm like, please cover those things up.
And
you
then
know?
then you kind of giggle about it and
Yeah.
cover yourself up, but
Exactly.
it's embarrassing.
Oops.
for
Okay,
sure.
sir, no problem like that. We're not at Blind Creek Beach. We are not exposing ourselves today.
And now
Sorry.
you got people taking selfies nowadays.
Oh, forget it.
Oh, there was a story about a guy. I don't know if he was taking a selfie or not.
Mhm.
Tourist in Dorset, England.
Yeah.
He was taking a selfie,
Mhm.
and he was on the edge of a cliff on Saturday afternoon in England.
Uh-huh.
He slipped and fell 120
Oh, I heard about
feet.
that. Yeah. But the water was like he landed in the water, it was like 4 feet or something like that.
Yes.
And he's fine.
Yeah.
He was perfectly fine.
Just had a couple of cuts and bruises, I guess.
well,
That's-
note to self, if you're going to take a selfie, stay away from the damn edge. That's
I'm
all I got to say.
telling
That's
you.
like stupidity at its best.
Yeah, before this pandemic, we
Mhm.
would hear more about people being out and about taking those darn selfies and
Yeah.
getting in little accidents
Yeah.
and stuff. Well, this one would have been a big accident, but fortunately he survived.
Yeah, thank the Lord for that one.
Yeah. Did you
Wow.
see? I saw the bluff online too. It was
Mhm.
the bluff was super, super high, and I
Bluff.
don't-
What is a bluff?
a bluff.
Yeah.
The
Tell me what a bluff is.
kind of like the land, the earth that's above the water that he fell in.
Oh, the
you know,
ledge.
The ledge.
The
The
ledge.
ledge. So you
Okay.
call it kind of a bluff.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like
It was
it-
called a bluff. I
Yeah.
learned something new.
Oh wow!
I did not know what a bluff was.
I thought you did.
No, heck no.
This one.
I'm used to like I go by simple words. I don't like
Yeah.
fancy words. Fancy words, you just throw me in a tizzy.
Okay.
So bluff.
I
I'm
didn't
like
mean to
thinking,
get your bluff.
no,
then.
yeah, you got my bluff without a doubt. I mean, I'm thinking, okay, you're faking me out here because you're
Yeah.
bluffing me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that
I did not know what a bluff was.
that you didn't hear that one
No,
before.
I've never used that.
That's
That's like the word gloke. I have no idea. People use gloke and don't know what that
what
means.
what is glow?
I don't know. Google it.
I gotta
don't
look
know
that
what is
up.
cloak.
I-
I hope it's not an absurd word. It's something I thought of.
Gloak definition GLOAK.
I guess. Yeah. What is gloke?
Let's see.
What you got there in that little?
A gloak is a man or a guy. So a gloak is you.
Okay,
You're
I'm
a
a gloke. I'm a gloke. All right.
All right.
Well, welcome to the Gloke Show. So, what would you be? The Gloke and Madam Show. There we go.
Yeah, I guess so.
We'll call it the Gloke and Madam Show.
I've never heard of that word before.
I have no idea what
this
its origin
morning.
is. Maybe it's Irish or something. I don't know. Is it Irish? Possibly.
Really not sure.
No. Okay.
Maybe it is Irish.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, enough of the silliness, enough of the madness. Time for news right now. 6:21 on the Get Up and Go show. It's the Tuesday edition. That means it's Wild Child Tuesday. That's what I'm calling today. Wild Child Tuesday.
A wild child.
Yes, Wild Child Tuesday is
Okay.
what we're going to call it. All right. So if you're a wild child, we want to hear from you. 220-9788. Let's go to the news desk correspondent.
Governor Ron DeSantis issued an executive order Monday suspending all local COVID-19 emergency orders. In St. Petersburg, the governor also signed a bill that limits what future governors and local officials can do with emergency orders.
It provides more check against the state, which I fully support. They didn't need to use these checks against me because I was using this much more judiciously.
For one thing, all non-hurricane related emergencies are limited to 7 days, and now schools and businesses can't be closed without extensive justification. A nationwide chlorine shortage is being felt across South Florida, causing consumers to stock up at supply stores. WPTV's Derek Lowe has more.
A shortage of chlorine right before the summer starts to heat up.
We remain busy really all the time, but today was just incredible. I mean, we had a line out the door for a good part of the day.
At Morningside Pools in Port St. Lucie, manager in charge Fiona Detura says the pool cleaning tablets are hard to come by.
It really started when we had, with Hurricane Laura, I believe, the explosion in Louisiana was a tablet factory.
Adding to the frustration, the pandemic.
Of course, it's just been a ripple effect with COVID. The factories closed down, obviously, when COVID began.
Monthly prices have gone up, just the last few years, prices have been going up.
Donnie Mahuron, owner of Quiet Waters Pool Maintenance, says a surplus of liquid chlorine remains at this time, but that those prices are also going up.
I'd say they're about 20%, maybe 30% higher than what they were in recent years.
He says the alternative option is to install a salt generator, and that the demand may continue through the summer.
People may be stockpiling tablets, but the suppliers are limiting how many you can buy even. So
In Port St. Lucie, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
The school community in Martin County is mourning the loss of a high school football player and senior scheduled to graduate this month. WPTV's Megan McRoberts reports.
He's 58, he's on the left there.
Friends and teammates of Nicholas Lorenas talk about the Tigers varsity football team O-line standout and defensive lineman of the year.
Yeah, we call him Nico. Yeah. He was definitely one of the funniest guys in the team.
Known for his humor, competitive spirit, and for building camaraderie on the team.
Very competitive. He was tough. Yeah.
He played his sophomore year with the cast on.
He was a 4.0 GPA student with an eye on sports media or marketing in college.
We would broadcast the basketball games together.
And his years-long friends.
We had Thanksgiving together a couple times.
We're just looking forward to graduating all together. Nico, at 17 years old, died unexpectedly over the weekend. The cause still undetermined, awaiting an autopsy. But friends for now say it was a medical emergency.
It's a hard thing to go through, especially graduating in a few weeks. Having to have an empty seat next to us is just not going to be
Easy.
Athletic director Mark Howells has been watching the team pull together.
When we spoke to him today, I said, it's okay to feel what you feel. And I've gone through the gamut of emotions from anger to confusion to sadness.
Nico's parents are also teachers at the school. His dad, a defensive coach. The team immediately stepping into action.
I almost felt guilty about being proud of when I heard the message that 70 plus student athletes and coaches showed up at the house on Saturday to show their support.
Teammate Trevor Shapiruk is also co-founder of a local crisis nonprofit, Elevate Hope.
3, family on me. 1, 2, 3, family.
And in less than 24 hours, they helped raise more than $25,000 for the Lorenas family.
But it does, feel good that we were able to at least make a small impact.
Knowing the loss extends beyond the family and team, but to so many across the community.
I still feel like he's still here. I mean, he is here. He's here.
A Port St. Lucie woman was arrested Friday for child neglect, and the 4-year-old boy's stepfather is still on the run from police. On Friday, at approximately 6:19 p.m., Port St. Lucie police officers visited a home on the 200 block of Southwest Parish Terrace for a probation check on Derek Robledo. Officers found a 4-year-old boy at the home alone. The boy told officers he had no idea where his parents went. Officers estimate the child was left home alone for approximately 45 minutes. While officers were at the home, a motorcycle pulled into the driveway with Robledo and the child's mother, Clina McDonald. Officers explained to them the dangers of leaving a young child home alone. The couple told officers they wanted to take an enjoyable motorcycle ride. When the probation officer informed Robledo that he was going to be arrested for violating his probation, he fled on foot. Officers handcuffed McDonald and placed her in the back seat of a patrol car. According to police, she began to kick the doors, then slipped one hand from her handcuffs and began hitting the patrol vehicle window. Officers placed the handcuffs back on her wrist under her legs. Police say officers again opened the patrol vehicle to sit McDonald up, and she attempted to bite one of the officers. Eventually, McDonald settled down. Clina McDonald was charged with child neglect without great bodily harm and resisting an officer without violence. Charges are pending for Robledo. Lastly, 29 Haitians after their boat made landfall at the Boynton Beach Delray border. The migrants were eventually transferred to the U.S. Border Patrol station in West Palm Beach. There, they will be processed for removal proceedings. It's the 4th time this year Haitians were trying to come to Palm Beach County. Bobby Unser, a 3-time Indianapolis 500 winner and part of the only pair of brothers to win the greatest spectacle in racing, has died. He was 87. He died Sunday at his home in Albuquerque, New Mexico, of natural causes, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway said on Monday. Unser won the Indy 500 in 1968, 1975, and 1981. News time is 6:28. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$6:29 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Tuesday edition. It's time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, on our highways right now, it's looking like a nice ride. We don't have any accidents to report right here for Stuart. Port St. Lucie, too, looking swell. There's your latest look at traffic. Right now, 76 in Stuart, very humid feeling, and it's 53 and cloudy in Tarrytown, New York. Here's our weather from WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s. I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The Get Up and Go Show would love to hear from you, live on the air. Give them a call at any time. Now let's get back to the program. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
Blame it all on a fluke. Princess Leia met Luke and ruined my evil empire. With C-3PO, the smuggler Solo, and Obi-Wan, who I thought had retired. I saw the surprise and the fear in Luke's eyes when I told him our blood was the same. He said, I'll never join you. He said, Vader, we're through, and proceeded to fall down that drain. Oh, I got friends in outer spaces where the Wookiees, droids, and the alien races all live and play.
I just had to play this because, it's Star Wars.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not big on retro faces. Think I'll shift on in to hyperspace because I got friends in outer spaces.
That's the Darth Brooks Star Wars parody, Bonnie.
And may the 4th be with you
May
with
the
that.
4th be with you.
That's a very good Chewbacca now.
I tried. What can I say? I tried. My gosh.
I feel sorry for Chewbacca.
Really?
With all that hair, I bet he walks around with some ticks and fleas.
Oh, geez. Well, we'll have to, we'll just have to give him a flea bath.
Yes.
Without a doubt. All right, let's do some viral videos. So there's a guy that's on TikTok that's been racking up the hits with his advice. on how to get the cheapest airline tickets while flying anywhere in the United States. Now, this guy walks you through 5 steps, which looks pretty easy to follow, and ends up getting an incredible bargain on several airlines, including JetBlue. So let's listen to see what he does.
Here's how to get the cheapest flights anywhere in the United States. The first thing you want to do is make sure you're on a private web browser. This is important because airline companies save your information and will actually hike up the ticket prices if you go back and look at them days later. Next, you're going to type in Google Flights and click on the link. Then change to whatever city or state you're flying out of. For me, it's New York, and it's important that I click on New York State and not a specific airport, as that will make the prices cheaper. Then you're going to hit search without any destination if you have a specific one. Then you're going to go on to the dates and you're going to click on flexible dates. This will give you the cheapest price for the next 6 months, either a weekend, week, or 2-week stay. And you can see here, I have flights to Miami round trip for $36, Orlando $40, Vegas for $96. And guys, it's not always just the low level airlines. See, you hear Frontier and Spirit, which are kind of low, but for Vegas, I actually have JetBlue for $97 round trip. And I click on it and you can see it's real right here.
Well, that's all great and
Wow.
perfect. It just seems like this kid has the time and the freedom to go to any airport.
Uh-huh.
So I'm not totally agreeing with what he's doing because
Yeah,
you
I
see,
agree with you, Bonnie.
I want to fly out of West Palm Beach. I
Yeah.
don't want to have to drive all the way to
No.
Orlando.
But if I can save myself a couple of $100, then I wouldn't mind going to like Orlando or Fort Lauderdale. If it's
Yeah.
going to save me a couple $100, because then I'm going to take 2 hours to drive to Orlando, we'll just say, and maybe $20 worth of gas. So is it worth it? Is it worth, driving? You kind of have to weigh in and see which way.
Well, if you go to like say West Palm Beach,
Yeah.
you can have somebody like maybe your transportation service drive
Right.
you there.
Right.
Or a friend can always drive you there
Exactly.
for next to nil, and then you don't have to pay for that short-term parking either.
Totally
Kinda save
agree
it.
with you 150%.
He had kind of like a time frame on his trip too. It sounded like
Mm-hmm.
you can put in and not tell them like what date you're coming back. I mean,
right, like
usually,
you're being flexible.
Usually
Right.
when I go, I have to say I'm staying for 3 days. I'm coming back on this certain date or
Mhm.
maybe a week. I mean, I think this kid, yeah, it's all great, but it just sounds like he has a little bit more freedom and flexibility than the average person traveling.
Bonnie, I need to vent this morning.
You
and
do.
It's something we talked about before we went on the air. Do you mind if I vent for a minute? Is that okay with you? Can I have your vent approval?
Oh yeah,
It's
as
about
long-
something that
yeah,
happened on the way to work
Is
this
it really,
morning.
really bad?
Well, it's not bad, but it's something that happened this morning on the way to work that really ticked me off.
All right.
I was driving to work, and when I come to work, I usually get on the turnpike at Becker Road and come south to Stewart.
Yes.
All right, I've been doing that for over a year now. Okay, I get on the turnpike at Becker Road, going to Stewart, and the dang exit to Stewart is closed.
Oh, was it now?
Going south.
Did you have to go all the way to Jupiter and exit
Oh, no.
and come back,
No, I didn't go to Jupiter.
or the Stewart?
No, it's Stewart then Jupiter.
Oh yeah, that's
So I'm
right.
driving along as I pass Stewart, and I'm like, oh, great. I'm going to be late for work. So I'm thinking, what can I do? So I'm driving, and there's a place where you can cut in and make a U-turn.
Oh, was
You know
there?
those signs that say official business only?
Okay.
But there was just one slight problem. There was a trooper sitting there. So I
Uh-oh.
couldn't exactly do it there.
No, you don't want to try that stuff.
So I kept driving south, went over that big bridge.
You went all the way down there. Like, did you go as
I
far
went,
as?
yeah, I went over the big bridge and another 4.5 miles to the next U-turn.
Yeah, yeah.
And I looked and I didn't see anybody, and I turned my headlights off and I made a U-turn.
Oh, you did
There
it.
was no traffic coming.
Oh, that's what you do. You turn the headlights
Yeah, so
off
nobody
and
saw me.
Make it all secretive.
Yeah, and then when I got going back north again, I put my headlights back on and
Okay.
started going. But the thing is, here's where I'm venting. There was not one flippin' sign that said Stewart exit number 133
It's
closed,
gonna be closed
between
this morning.
6 p.m. between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m.
And from when you get on Becker too, that's about 6
Yeah.
miles to the Stewart.
It's 4
another
miles.
5
It's 4 miles
or
down.
It is 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's no sign as you're getting onto Becker Road,
Saying that
telling
exit.
you that the Stewart exit is closed.
You would think they would have a sign. Now, I wonder how many people this morning
Boy, was
did
I
that.
ticked off this morning.
How many people got on and
Oh,
did that
yeah.
very same thing and
Oh,
had
yeah.
to travel all the way south?
But here's the funny part about this.
Uh-huh.
When I made my U-turn and I'm going north, there's a sign on the right side of the road that says exit 133 Stewart northbound closed 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Now I'm thinking, all right, that exit's closed. Now I got to go all the way back up to Becker Road
Wow.
and then come through Palm City the back way.
Yeah.
So I get up to the Stewart exit and it wasn't closed. They had the wrong information on the sign.
Did they really know?
Yeah.
They must have gotten there. It sounds like they didn't have the right information on the correct sides of the road.
They need to
for
get their
you.
crap together.
I guess so.
DOT's got to get their crap together.
You know, Evan, I did that before. I had to go all the way down to Jupiter and exit Turnpike in Jupiter because I had missed my exit one
Uh-huh.
time. Lo and behold, one time on my way to work, I must have been daydreaming, but all of a sudden I missed it. There's my exit. I saw it in the rear view mirror.
I've done that
Oh
before.
my.
How many times? I've done that many times
Yeah.
where I'll just be like daydreaming, la, 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 and just driving along. And all of a sudden, wait a minute, I just passed my exit.
Yeah.
What the heck?
And you just feel like a complete airhead when you
Yeah.
do that. Has anybody done this before? Have you ever gone
Yeah.
inside a store to purchase your gas
Uh-huh.
and then just get in your car and drive away without pumping it?
I've done that before. I've done that
have
before.
too.
I have gone in and paid cash for the gas.
Yeah.
And then I've just gotten in the car and left.
I did it.
And then somebody else pulled in and they got my damn gas.
And they got the gas.
Yeah, for free.
You know, I did it not too long ago, Evan, and
Uh-huh.
I only put in like $6 worth or something.
Yeah.
It was very little, and I started driving. I'm driving across this bridge in Port St. Lucie, thinking, "Oh my gosh, I forgot to pump my gas."
Yeah.
But it was like I was too embarrassed to turn around, and for $6, I thought, forget about it. And then,
Forget about it.
And
Forget about it. Forget about it.
And I did. I forget to. I had forgotten to pump that gas.
Yeah.
But you've done it before too. I'm not the only
You're
one.
You're not the only one. I'm
Oh.
right there with you.
Oh, good gosh.
But definitely, I was hot this morning.
I bet.
Man, I was hot. I had a late start out of the house this morning. I was fired up when I got on that turnpike and got down to Stewart and saw those exits blocked.
Did you still kind of arrive here on time?
No, I got here.
Oh.
I was rushing. Why do you think I had said? I'm like, oh man, I'm behind because I didn't even get the news downloaded or nothing yet. So
I thought you were
was
having
like,
a little technology problem.
no,
Not
no technology issues here.
Yeah.
It was just it throws my whole tizzy off when I'm not here in the seat by a certain time. Now it's like a domino effect. Everything is just running behind.
Yeah, I
And
hate those kind of mornings.
Man, I'm going to write a letter to the DOT.
They got a little bit of that road construction going on too on the Back Becker Road area when I take it home from Palm City
Yeah.
and go South Bend way.
Right.
Right away there when you're leaving Palm City and they got those speed bumps in the road.
Yes.
And now they got a little bit of road construction where you
Right.
got to watch for that
Right.
stoplight and the green and
Yeah,
go.
but man, I was dreading, Bonnie, when I was when I made that U-turn and started to go back northbound again.
Yes.
And then I saw the sign that said that the exit was closed. I'm like, oh boy, geez, here we go. And I'm thinking I got to go all the way back to Becker Road, then make a right turn when I get. I'm sorry, when you get up Becker Road, you got to make a left turn because it loops around.
Yeah.
I got to go all the way to that west to that road. What's that road called? The back road?
Is it?
You just said it.
Is it Gaslight or something like that?
No, you just it's
Becker.
it's Becker at the very end when you go through Palm City.
South Bend.
Yeah, or no, South Bend is if you're going north.
Okay.
That's if you're going north.
Oh.
That parallels the turnpike. You go all the way Becker Road, all the way to the end of Becker Road, and then you make a right turn.
Yeah.
And it takes you through
But what is
Palm City.
But what is the name of that road? You know, I see it all the time, but I can never remember
No.
the name of that road.
Couldn't tell you. But anyway,
it has it has some developments on it too.
Yeah.
With like every Christmas time, I love
it's
driving
beautiful
through
down
there
there because a lot
because
of Christmas lights.
they put up all the lights at
Yeah,
the community.
I was dreading going through having to go all the way back up the turnpike. I think I drove like 15 extra wasted miles this morning. I'm going to
Yeah.
send the DOT a bill for my gas that I had to waste.
Put all the miles on your car.
$2.79 for a gallon of gas I wasted.
Oh, and you know what? I got to say congratulations to somebody that works at the Turnpike, though. At the Turnpike exit in Stewart, when I exit in Stewart.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You're on a first name basis with those people
Yeah.
over there.
I'm on my way home from Palm City, so
Right.
I exit in Stewart. There's a gentleman that just got married.
Oh,
So congratulations.
all right. Congratulations to him.
Yes.
Very good. And when did he get married?
It was just like a matter of a couple of weeks ago.
And he didn't call me to entertain at his wedding? What's up with that?
I don't know.
I need to have a conversation with him.
But
What time does he work?
He's a nice gentleman.
All right.
There was one time when it was like really lightning out and
Mm-hmm.
something went wrong inside his booth.
Mhm.
So there was like big backup because he had to like handwrite every single transaction.
Oh, that is the worst.
Going through
the computer
there.
system must have went down.
It did.
Jeez.
It did one day.
Wow. All right.
But I couldn't get crabby or angry because, it was him and he's kind of a nice man. There
Well,
are
good.
some nice people that work.
And he's happily married now.
Yeah.
He got what he wanted. He got his catch.
Yes.
All right. Very good. 6:46 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news, all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin, where you can get the best deals in town on precious metals. Go see our good friend Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the morning headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. Governor Ron DeSantis issued an executive order Monday suspending all local COVID-19 emergency orders. In St. Petersburg, the governor also signed a bill that limits what future governors and local officials can do with emergency orders.
It provides more check against the state, which I fully support. They didn't need to use these checks against me because I was using this much more judiciously.
For one thing, all non-hurricane related emergencies are limited for 7 days, and now schools and businesses can't be closed without extensive justification. Students, an off-duty firefighter, and a police officer all tried to save a high school senior who officials said drowned in a school tradition to jump off a dock into the Indian River Lagoon at the end of the school year. Records show there was roughly an hour-long effort to revive Badinsky BT Termidor, age 18, after he was pulled out of the water and back onto a dock Friday afternoon at St. Edward's School off Highway A1A south of Beachland Boulevard. Indian River County Fire Rescue Battalion Chief Kylie Kofke said law enforcement shut down traffic on the Merrill P. Barber Bridge to speed the ambulance carrying Termidor to Cleveland Clinic Indian River Hospital. A doctor pronounced him dead at the hospital at 3:50 p.m. Friday night, according to an Indian River County Sheriff's Office report. A Vero Beach police officer made the first 911 call about a possible drowning at the school at 2:49. A Florida school principal is being investigated for paddling a 6-year-old girl in front of the child's mother. Joel Malkin reports.
The incident involving Central Elementary School principal Melissa Carter in Clewiston was caught on video by the girl's mom, who says she was called to the school after her daughter damaged a computer. The woman says due to a language barrier, she didn't understand the process, but recorded the paddling with her cell phone, which was in her purse. While corporal punishment is allowed in some Florida school districts, Hendry County does not allow it. I'm Joel Malkin.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is expected to authorize Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for young adults aged 12 and older by next week, setting up shots for many before the beginning of the next school year. That's according to a federal official and a person familiar with the process. The FDA action would be followed by a meeting of a federal vaccine advisory committee to discuss whether to recommend the shot for 12 to 15-year-olds. Then the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention would act on the committee's recommendation. And lastly, with the end of the school year approaching and some local districts doing away with the distance learning options born out of the COVID-19 pandemic, parents are facing tough decisions. Enrollment for Florida Virtual School full-time opened Monday. According to FLVS, a survey showed that 65% of parents expect online education to be part of their child's future for the next school year. FLVS offers full-time and part-time flexible options for grades K through 12. According to a press release, FLVS students have access to more than 190 courses, which are all tuition-free for Florida residents and taught by state-certified teachers using a curriculum developed specifically for the online learning environment. To find out more, log on to www.flvs.net. Baseball's Hall of Fame has accepted Robert Alomar's resignation from the board of directors. Chairman Jane Forbes Clark announced Monday. Alomar, who was elected to the board in 2019, submitted a letter of resignation Saturday in the wake of an allegation of sexual misconduct. The Hall of Fame second baseman was fired last week as a consultant by Major League Baseball and placed on the league's ineligible investigation into the allegation. Commissioner Rob Manfred announced the firing on Friday, saying in a statement that a baseball industry employee reported an incident earlier this year involving Alomar from 2014. News time, we have 6:51. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$6:52 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Here's Bonnie with the latest.
Well, no accidents, no tie-ups for your Tuesday morning. So, yeah, you're heading off to work in Martin County, St. Lucie County. You can expect a nice ride. And there's your latest look at traffic. This morning, a mild 74 in Port St. Lucie and Florianopolis, Brazil. It's 70. Here's our weather picture at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s. I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Show with Evan and Bonnie on Martin County's Heritage Station, AM 1450 WSTU. Now let's get back to the program with Evan and Bonnie.
My main question is, where the heck did that hour go? It just like blew by.
It did. I know. It was like just like in an eye blink. It's just like you missing that Stewart exit this morning, Evan.
Man.
And
Well, no,
maybe
I didn't miss it. It was closed.
I know.
I couldn't even get off the darn thing.
I'm giving you grief.
God. Yeah, that gave me a lot of grief.
But it's going to make for a faster moving morning when you have to outdo yourself, kind of like you were speeding up this morning because you were behind. So it's going to naturally make you feel like the morning's going by much more quickly.
That just ticked me off this morning. That just, God, that got my goat this morning.
Evan, did you know that when you check your phone, I'm more likely to check my phone?
Really?
Yeah.
So in other words, every time I pick my phone up, you want to check your phone now? Is that it?
Yeah, because there's a stat out. Seeing someone check their phone makes you want to do it, just like yawning.
Oh.
So if you yawn, I may yawn. If you check your phone, I may check my phone. I have mine handy to check. Looky there.
I'm checking my phone right now as we speak. So how come you're not on it? Come on, Bonnie, get your phone.
It's typical me, though, because I'm not always glued to my phone. Well,
All
you
right.
know that.
Well, I'm glued because I got like 9,000 things going on. People texting me during the show, telling me this, telling me that, say this, say that. So it's just
Maybe
technology.
they'll text you to let you know that the turnpike exit is open.
Yeah, I know,
That
right?
would be nice of them.
Gosh. Anyway, we're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The Deuce is coming up next. Don't you dare touch that dial. We'll be right back.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world, it's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WSTU. You're invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Well, thank you very much, Madam Announcer. Yes, you better believe it. Palatial Studios on this May the 4th, 2021.
Please stop! Can you at least stab me in my ear?
All right, I'll stab you in the ear. Just bring it over here a little closer, please.
People are complaining. They want to know if you guys can maybe just do it right.
We always do it right, okay?
No, that's not funny.
Okay, I may not be funny to you, but I think it's funny to me. 7:08 right now is the time, Mr. Clock. Would you certify?
It's now 7:08 a.m.
And a top of the morning to you, Miss Bonnie. How are yours this morning?
Wonderfully. Just doing wonderfully well.
Wonderfully well,
You know,
right?
I never complain.
No.
I really don't complain much. I don't really have too much to complain about.
No, life
So-
is too short to complain as far as I'm concerned.
And life is actually pretty good. We
Yeah.
we have it pretty good here in South Florida,
Yep.
don't we?
I went on my rant this morning about DOT. I'm done ranting, and now we carry on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dwell like I do at home on things.
Yeah. And
I'm terrible about that.
the roads are good, by the way. It's nice and pleasant this Tuesday out on the roads.
Yeah, for
if
sure.
You're traveling.
We have a call this morning. Let's go to our phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who's this? Let me hit this button. Hello? Okay, we have a silent caller.
Good morning.
Oh, there we go. Now we hear. Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, you must have hit the mute button on your phone with your cheek.
I must have.
Yeah, there we go. I'm like, my wife is crank calling me.
We got to say happy Teacher's Day to you, Rachel.
Yeah, happy
I
Teacher
guess.
Week to you, Rach.
And it's Teacher's Day today, too.
Yeah.
The official day.
Did you
of
get
it.
any gifts from school?
Yeah, yesterday we did.
Yeah.
They'll get stuff for us every day this week.
Oh, wow. Man, I'm
Yesterday
gonna
we
come work at your
had
school. What'd
one
you
of our
have?
One of our parents brought in breakfast. We had eggs and bacon and sausage and French toast.
Oh my.
You're spoiled.
I'm gonna
And-
I'm gonna broadcast from the school one day.
I think we should.
And then for lunch, we had the public sub rings with
Okay.
some chips and fruit.
Right.
And then we got a bag full of candy.
Okay. That I ate some last night.
And then our admin gave us shirts that we get to wear on Friday that say Super Teacher.
Wow. With a big S on your
yeah.
chest.
And then we also all got little vinyl stickers that it's an apple with our name in it. And then we got a teaching plaque that we can hang up in our classroom.
A teaching what?
Plaque.
Oh,
Plaque.
a plaque.
Yes. Yes.
Mine says teachers who love to teach children who love to learn.
All right.
There you go.
And do your children love to learn? Are your kids learning this year?
When they want to learn.
They're fifth graders.
When they get their minds to it, right?
Yeah.
And now they're fifth graders.
Yes, I have fifth graders.
That's a hard age to be. You got any drama going on in that classroom?
Well, next subject.
There's always drama. They're preteens.
I know. I remember fifth grade. That was like one of the hardest. It seems like the girls are always so clicky and clicky and in that age
Yeah.
and snotty to one another. So-
Yeah, they're preteens.
So I cooked Rachel dinner last night. Unfortunately, she was a little late getting home because she had to stay late because she had to do some lesson plans at the school. So she couldn't get home in time for dinner because normally she leaves at 5:15. So I timed everything out just perfect so it would be
Oh,
ready
was it good
at
and
like
hot?
5:30.
Yeah.
I cooked up the filet mignons.
Oh.
I cooked up the shrimp scampi and the garlic butter.
You guys were styling.
And I
with your
made
dinner.
some rice. And then I call her at work and I'm like, where you at? And she goes, I had to stay late because I have to do some lesson plans.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Did you get the jasmine rice last
Yes,
night too?
she got the jasmine rice.
Oh.
So here's the deal though. The steak was all right. The filet mignon was good, but the shrimp was kind of a little rubbery.
Yeah, that
Because you have to eat it
sometime.
like fresh right out of the pan.
That shrimp is best fresh and hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I felt bad because when she bit into the shrimp, she gave me this look like, I'm like,
Oh.
all right, well, don't offend me. I'm like, just tell me the truth. So then when she was done, I saw like most of the shrimp left on the plate. I'm
No,
like,
there
yeah.
was only 4 shrimp left on the plate.
Well, I gave you 6. So that's most of the shrimp.
Oh. I mean, it was good, but it had been a long day yesterday. And
Yeah.
so by the time I got home and
Yeah.
Long days, right? They do say that the average teacher works 10 hours a day and 52 hours a week.
Yeah.
Does that sound about right?
yeah, yesterday was just a really long day. And
Yeah.
it was just by the time
She walked in the door and she beelined. She didn't even put her books down.
No.
She beelined it to the fridge and she got her favorite beverage of choice. That's all I'm going to say. Didn't even pour it in a glass.
Was it a Starbucks beverage?
Oh, no. It was right out of the bottle.
Oh.
I've never seen her do that before.
Wow.
And for her to do that, I knew it was a stressful
She just
day.
took a bottle and chugged it right out of the fridge.
Just
Oh.
And this is strange. She
Oh.
got the bottle out of the fridge, and then what was really weird was she also got a bottle of Propel water. So it was like
Wow.
chug the Baileys and then drink the Propel grape flavored water. I'm like, what a combination is that?
Was it Bailey's Irish cream?
Yes.
That you were drinking?
She loves that.
Oh, you get it all liquored up.
Well, she didn't get liquored up last night, but
No.
she needed a
Yeah.
good swig off the Bailey's bottle.
Sometimes you need, to relax. But I want to drink it right. You did do that. You chugged it right out of the bottle.
Right out of the bottle.
You
She
did?
didn't even go, she
I
didn't even
really
go for
wanna
the
drink it.
glass. She didn't even go for the glass.
Don't
She's
let-
like, the heck with the glass.
Don't let your kids know that.
They know.
They probably think of you as a classy teacher. Don't
Well,
let
no,
them
the
know
kid-
that you just chugged the
No, the
Baileys.
kids in the class don't know that.
Oh,
The kids at home, our kids at home know that, but
yeah.
no, she didn't even care about the glass. It just needed to go.
Wow.
It was like she needed that to calm down,
Yeah.
and then she calmed down afterwards.
Sometimes you need it. You
Yeah,
know,
sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
it's just a pet peeve of mine. Like I don't want anybody at my house drinking like milk or
Mhm.
anything right out of the jug.
Yeah.
I don't allow it.
Yeah.
I used to have a girlfriend and I would get grossed out because I'd go to her house and the girlfriend would do it. The sister would do it.
Mm-hmm.
Mom would do it. Everybody's drinking out of that jug. I'm like, yuck.
Yeah. Because then you get backwash and then the spit goes back in the bottle,
Oh, that's so
which
gross.
is disgusting.
So
Anyway,
Well, the
listen.
great thing is nobody drinks my Baileys but me.
Yeah, so it's all hers.
Oh, nobody's
So she
gonna
has
be on
nothing to
that
worry
thing.
about. So she can regurgitate in there all she wants.
Yeah.
It's all her.
Do you give a little swig to Kylie?
Kyla?
Kaya?
No, the dog doesn't get a swig
little
of
swig.
Bailey's. No.
A
God,
little-
the dog goes in circles and now as it is. For God's sakes, we don't want it doing flips.
Dog might like a little little
Jeez.
cream.
No, that just wouldn't be good. Anyway, we got to run. I got to get to birthdays, anniversaries. Have a wonderful day at work. Better than yesterday, hopefully. And I will talk to you later.
Love you.
All right. Love you too. Bye. Time for birthdays, anniversaries back in the day. And wow.
Oh,
This first guy, I'm going to let you do your thing first.
Oh, we do have to say a shout out to somebody special.
Oh, I could actually call her.
Should we give her a jingle?
Do you think I should call her up live on the air?
Yeah, I think she would like that. You know,
Okay, all right,
if
let me
you-
get her number. Hold on.
We really should wish
Yeah,
her.
I
and
think we should.
She's up and at 'em this morning too. I'm sure.
Yeah. All right, let me call
Yeah.
her on the air.
She's old enough to be, up this early.
Yeah, old enough. What do you mean old enough? Old enough.
Old enough.
She's a grown woman.
No.
All right, let's see here.
Wonder if she's chugging her Baileys this early
All right,
in the
let's
morning.
see what we got here. Let's see if she's going to answer. We'll find out here. And we'll play her a song too if she answers.
Oh, very
I have
nice.
the band queued up.
Okay.
Let's
Good morning. It's Linda.
Yeah. Oh, Linda, hi, good morning. It's Evan and Bonnie. You're live on the air with us.
I am.
You are.
I'm very excited.
You
That's an
should be,
unexpected
because
pleasure.
I have something for you. Our morning show band is here, and they want to
Oh.
play a song for you.
Oh my goodness. Well, go right ahead.
Okay, here we go. There you go, Linda. That's our morning show band.
How many pieces?
4.
4. It's a big sound for 4.
How
Yeah.
many pieces of birthday cake?
74.
Yeah.
74? You are 74?
74.
You're
I
74
am.
today? Wow. And she's proud to say it too.
Yeah, and she should be proud.
Wow. The
I mean,
plant lady herself, Linda L. Salisbury, 74 years old today. You are on our celebrity birthday list this
happy
morning.
birthday, Miss Lady.
Yes.
We love you.
Oh, thank you so much.
I hope
I'm
that
gonna
made
have
your morning.
Ice cream.
You're having ice cream?
Ice cream. We're
Oh.
kind of on diets, my husband and I.
Ice
but I'm
cream,
gonna
you
have ice
scream. We
for
all
my
scream
birthday.
for ice cream.
Ice cream with Bailey's this morning?
Wow.
And Bailey's
Oh,
cream?
well, now there's a thought.
There you go. Hey, so Linda, would you like to know who you share a birthday with today? I'm going to read down my celebrity birthday list. Would you like to know?
I would love to know.
You know the boy band NSYNC? Have you ever heard of them?
Oh, yes.
Lance Bass
Indeed.
from NSYNC is 42 years old today. He's celebrating a
Lance
birthday.
Bass, he's got that
Happy
great
birthday.
he's got
Yes.
that great big smile, doesn't
Yeah,
he? Every
yeah.
time he smiles, it's so big. Big
Are
smile.
you a fan of Dan by any chance?
I used to be. I
Well,
kind of,
The
I don't know.
The
lost interest, I
co-host,
guess.
the co-host Erin Andrews is celebrating a birthday today. She's 43.
Happy birthday.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, do you like country music?
Yes.
You ever heard of Randy Travis?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
He's 62 years old today.
Randy is 62.
He's 62.
Really?
You have a birthday on Randy Travis's birthday.
I was thinking we were only doing people 40, but happy birthday, Randy Travis.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Randy Travis. Here's another one for you. You remember the Jackson 5, right?
Oh, of course.
Well, Jackie
Yeah,
Jackson from the
when they were on
Jackson
Ed
5.
Sullivan.
Jackie Jackson from the Jackson 5 is 70 years old today.
I don't know that Jackson.
Wow.
That's Jackie Jackson.
Yeah.
I never heard of him.
He did the higher tenor parts.
Uh-huh. And he's
Yes.
70.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those Jacksons are getting old.
Yeah. Now here's a good one for you, Linda.
Sorry.
They are.
I mean, they're getting older.
Yeah.
You
There
know,
you go.
older.
Now you know who else you share a birthday with? Audrey Hepburn.
Oh, well, now that's class.
Yes. Now she's a classic Hollywood actress, and today is her birthday. She passed away in 93, and she is celebrating a birthday in the heavens today.
Happy birthday in the heavens.
That's right.
Celestial,
Happy birthday.
A celestial birthday.
A celestial birthday. A celestial birthday. So is there anybody you want to wish a happy birthday to, Linda?
Oh, I wasn't prepared for that. I guess I'd like to wish Linda a happy birthday.
Okay. And who's Linda?
Is
Oh,
it-
that's you, the
Are
plant
you
lady.
allowed to do that?
Is
Yeah,
it,
sure,
is
why
it,
not?
Plant lady.
is it Linda with an I or Linda with a Y?
Linda with a Y.
That's pretty.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's different, right?
Okay.
That's a pretty way to
Yes.
spell your name, Linda.
It really is.
Yeah, your parents had the right idea. I like it.
Well, it's a story. You want to hear it? Do you have time to hear it?
As long as you're done by the sunset tonight.
Okay, good. Well,
Yeah, I have
my father-
like a minute or two. Go ahead.
Okay, no, it won't take a minute.
All right, go ahead.
My dad wanted me named after his mother, whose name was Lucy,
Mm,
and my mother didn't like her at all.
okay.
So she took Linda and put the Y from Lucy in there, and my father accepted it, and she
Oh.
kept him happy, gave me a pretty name, and kept away from my grandmother.
Okay.
That's a neat story.
Very cool.
Yeah, that
Is
was. Yeah.
Hey, can you bring
My
some?
mother
Can you
could've-
bring some
could've
of that
been
ice?
more,
Can you bring some of that
carroty.
ice cream over here? We're hungry.
As soon as I get it,
All right, no problem.
I'll bring it on over.
Oh,
All
by
right.
the way, my orchid is. I put it outside a little bit, and
Did you spritz it?
I did add an ice cube and spritzed it a little bit, and the leaf is turning from brown; it's turning more green. And I had to prop it up, and I put my plant outside this morning, so
Mhm.
Miss Orchid is waking up to
It's a female?
sunlight coming in.
Your orchid's a girl.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think so.
How do you know that? Did you check?
I don't know.
Did you check if it's got lady parts?
It just reminds me of a girl. Somehow my plant
Okay.
reminds me of a
she has
female.
she has a female orchid.
If we say it's a girl, it's a girl.
Okay, very
How
good.
about that?
Yeah,
All right.
I like it.
Well, listen, Linda, happy birthday. I hope you enjoy your birthday. We wanted to call you on the air live and wish you a happy birthday.
I love it. Thank you so much.
See, G would never do that. He would never think to do that. Are you on with G this morning?
I was.
Oh,
yes,
you
I
were.
was. He was flabbergasted. What? It's your birthday. Does that sound like him?
Yes.
Right. But
yeah.
see, he didn't call
Yeah.
you like we did, though.
I don't think I should get in a competition here with you guys.
That's right. Because
You?
we're better.
No.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're-
I'm just teasing.
We're all sisters and brothers.
That's right.
Here.
We're all sisters
We're
and
all on the
brothers who have
same
different
team.
mothers from different sisters of a different mister. There you go. And if you can figure
you
that one
gobbled
out.
that, my dear. I think you said something bad.
No, I didn't. No. Did I say
Okay.
anything bad, Bonnie?
I don't know. I didn't hear it. I
I said something about different brothers from different mothers who have sisters from different misters or something
Yeah,
like that. I don't know.
There was
she says that all the
no
time.
swear words were
No,
spoken.
no,
not a swear word
No,
spoken.
no,
now.
we won't
No
lose our
profanity.
license. All right. Well, Linda, happy birthday. God bless you. We love you and thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Enjoy your special day.
And we'll talk to you soon.
We'll talk to you soon.
Right?
All right. Very
Bye-bye.
good. Bye-bye. That's Linda L. Sal celebrating her 74?
74
God
and
bless her.
Linda with a Y.
Linda with a Y.
Yeah.
Why? I have no idea. Get it? Why? I have no idea.
Why? But she told us.
That's it. 7:23 right now. It's news time. Let's head on over to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The school community in Martin County is mourning the loss of a high school football player and senior scheduled to graduate this month. WPTV's Megan McRoberts reports.
He's 58. He's on the left there.
Friends and teammates of Nicholas Lorenas talk about the Tigers varsity football team O-line standout and defensive lineman of the year.
Yeah, we call him Nico. Yeah. He was definitely one of the funniest guys on the team.
Known for his humor, competitive spirit, and for building camaraderie on the team.
Very competitive.
He was tough.
Yeah.
He played his sophomore year with the cast on.
He was a 4.0 GPA student with an eye on sports media or marketing in college,
We would broadcast the basketball games together.
and his years-long friends.
We had Thanksgiving together a couple times.
We're just looking forward to graduating all together. Nico, at 17 years old, died unexpectedly over the weekend. The cause still undetermined, awaiting an autopsy. But friends for now say it was an unexpected medical emergency.
It's a hard thing to go through,
Especially
without her friend.
Yeah, especially graduating in a few weeks. Having to have an empty seat next to us is just not going to be easy.
Athletic director Mark Howells has been watching the team pull together.
When we spoke to him today, I said, it's okay to feel what you feel. And I've gone through the gamut of emotions from anger to confusion to sadness.
Nico's parents are also teachers at the school. His dad, a defensive coach. The team immediately stepping into action.
I almost felt guilty about being proud of when I heard the message that 70 plus student coaches showed up at the house on Saturday to show their support.
Teammate Trevor Shapiruk is also co-founder of a local crisis nonprofit, Elevate Hope.
3, family on me. 1, 2, 3, family.
And in less than 24 hours, they helped raise more than $25,000 for the Lorenas family.
But it does, feel good that we were able to at least make a small impact.
Knowing the loss extends beyond the family and team, but to so many across the community.
I still feel like he's still here. I mean, he is here. He's here.
A nationwide chlorine shortage is being felt across South Florida, causing consumers to stock up at supply stores. WPTV's Derek Lowe has more.
A shortage of chlorine right before the summer starts to heat up.
We remain busy really all the time, but today was just incredible. I mean, we had a line out the door for a good part of the day.
At Morningside Pools in Port St. Lucie, manager in charge Fiona DeTura says the pool cleaning tablets are hard to come by.
It really started when we had, with Hurricane Laura, I believe, the explosion in Louisiana was a tablet factory.
Adding to the frustration, the pandemic.
Of course, it's just been a ripple effect with COVID. The factories closed down, obviously, when COVID began.
Monthly prices have gone up, just last few years, prices have been going up.
Donnie Mahuron, owner of Quiet Waters Pool Maintenance, says a surplus of liquid chlorine remains at this time, but that those prices are also going up.
I'd say they're about 20%, maybe 30% higher than what they were in recent years.
He says the alternative option is to install a salt generator, and that the demand may continue through the summer.
People may be stockpiling tablets, but the suppliers are limiting how many you can buy even. So
in Port St. Lucie, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV News Channel 5.
With the end of the school year approaching and some local districts doing away with the distance learning options born out of the COVID-19 pandemic, parents are facing tough decisions. Enrollment for Florida Virtual School full-time opened Monday. According to FLVS, a survey showed that 65% of parents expect online education to be part of their child's future for the next school year. FLVS offers full-time and part-time flexible options for grades K through 12. According to a press release, FLVS students have access to more than 190 courses, which are all tuition-free for Florida residents and taught by state-certified teachers using a curriculum developed specific learning environment. Now, to find out more, you can log on to flvs.net. Former Florida Senator Bill Nelson was sworn in as NASA administrator. The 78-year-old Nelson, who rode on Shuttle Columbia just before the Challenger disaster in 1986, was unanimously confirmed by the Senate. Well, lastly, Bill and Melinda Gates are ending their marriage after 27 years. The pair announced in a statement on their verified Twitter accounts, "After a great deal of thought and a lot of work on our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage." The statement reads, the couple founded their philanthropic organization, the Bill and Melinda Gates 2000. Since then, the foundation has spent $53.8 billion on a wide range of initiatives related to global health, poverty alleviation, and more, according to its website. Well, on a 1-3-pointer, the Portland Trailblazers' Carmelo Anthony moved into the top 10 all-time in NBA scoring Monday night, passing Elvin Hayes. With 11:09 left in the second quarter against the Hawks in Atlanta, Anthony isolated on the right wing and pulled up from three, plus the foul, after his trademark move of hitting the side of his head with his three fingers. Anthony raised both arms in the air as a quick acknowledgement of the accomplishment. Our news time, 7:29. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
$7:30 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. It's all brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, Evan, on our roadways, expect a nice ride on this Tuesday morning. We're not finding any accidents, no tie-ups or slowdowns. And that's your latest look at traffic. Palm City, it's 76 this morning, and in Randers, Denmark, showers and 44. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
This is not headline news. Mick Mars of Motley Crue turned 70 today. These days, Mick spends less time shouting at the devil and more time shouting at the neighborhood kids. And he no longer needs a woman to kickstart his heart. That's what his pacemaker's for. Bill and Melinda Gates are getting a divorce. But thanks to her getting the COVID vaccine, he'll always know where she is. In business news, Verizon sold Yahoo and AOL. Employees of Yahoo and AOL were notified about the deal through their Gmail accounts. And Bronze-era bones were found in a Las Vegas backyard. But there was a simple explanation. Cher got lost on the way to her show at the Luxor. This is not headline news.
From not headline news, we go to stupid news.
And now it's time for Stupid News,
It's so stupid and awesome.
where we ask the important questions.
Are some people too stupid to live?
Why are people so stupid?
Are you effing stupid?
So, as we scour the globe for stupid news, I've got a whole bunch, and it's some good stuff this morning. Let's go to Austin, Texas. And here's one you don't see every day in Austin, Texas. Police say a man locked himself in a car after what officers say may have been a domestic dispute. Officers surrounded the car as the man yelled at them. He then drove a short distance before crashing into the ditch. Now, however, Bonnie, he still refused to get out of the car and began to rev the engine so much that the car caught on fire.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
But even then, he initially refused to get out of the car.
So the firefighters had to come out there too?
Yeah, he eventually got out of the car, started walking away, and that's when the sheriff's office deployed its canine officer.
Oh, man.
It's clear from the video that the dog bit the man several times before officers detained him. He was treated for his injuries, described as non-life-threatening by the county EMS. And then he was taken to jail.
And now he's in the county jail.
Yeah, now he's in the pokey. So if you're ordered to get out of the car, Bonnie, what should you do?
I guess you best be doing so.
Yeah.
And getting out of the car, getting out of the vehicle.
I would say get out of the vehicle. Definitely so. A Florida man and his 3 sons have been indicted for allegedly selling dangerous chemical mixes called the Miracle Mineral Solution as a cure for COVID-19.
Oh, yeah. This happened a while ago.
Well, no, this is another story.
Oh, this is another
one.
Case of it?
Yeah, another case. And dozens of other serious health conditions as well for this Miracle Mineral Solution. 62-year-old Mark Grennan and his 3 adult sons, Jonathan, Jordan, and Joseph, stand accused of marketing and selling tens of thousands of bottles of Miracle Mineral Solution all over the USA, claiming that it could treat, prevent, and cure COVID-19, as well as other diseases like cancer, Alzheimer's, diabetes, HIV, malaria, and even autism. Prosecutors dispute those claims, saying that the Miracle Mineral Solution is actually a solution that, when ingested, becomes chlorine dioxide, a powerful bleach typically used for industrial water treatment
Oh, man.
or bleaching textiles, pulp, and paper.
So did anybody die from this of
No.
what they're selling?
No.
Oh, it doesn't sound good though.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
No.
A man is behind bars after he was arrested inside a bank during an attempted robbery in Ocala, Florida. Guy's name is Joshua Snavely. He's 36 years old and was arrested this past Saturday at the Bank of America branch, according to the police report. Now, officers say that Snavely approached the window and read the teller a prepared note saying that he was robbing the bank and that she was to give him the money. Now, right off the bat, there's something wrong here. If you have a note written, why are you reading from the note? Why don't you just simply hand the note to the teller?
Yeah.
Number one,
I
if you're
don't
going to
know.
rob the bank.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the teller looked at a coworker who then activated the alarm, according to the report. When officers arrived at the bank, they said they found Snavely still standing in the same place in front of the same teller window. Police said they found the notepad on Snavely with the robbery note he read to the tellers. Now he's being held on $5,000 bond on a charge of attempted strong-arm robbery.
They found him in the same place where he
Same
had written.
place.
What did he might have
He didn't even
froze.
move. No, he didn't move.
Maybe he just got frozen in the moment.
He was waiting for his money.
Was overwhelmed maybe with what he was doing.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
know.
waiting. He was standing there waiting for his money.
Just waiting on it.
Waiting and
When-
waiting and
and
waiting.
then the
and waiting.
officers arrived.
Yeah, they arrived.
Oh, speaking of bank robbery,
Yeah.
we watched a classic on bank robbery last night.
Yeah.
We had to tune into Dog Day Afternoon. You ever
Okay.
see that movie with Al Pacino?
I have.
Oh man, is and that's like a timeless movie. I mean, I remember watching that as a child years ago, with my parents,
Mhm.
and when we watched it last night at home, I thought it was just as good as many years ago, yesterday, as it was today.
Mhm.
It's one of those timeless movies.
Yeah, definitely so. Let's go to Largo, Florida, where there's a 37-year-old guy named Keith Adams in Largo. And the police caught him with a glass pipe and cocaine residue when he was driving with a friend. And then when they took him to jail, they found he was trying to smuggle in drugs by hiding them inside his prosthetic leg.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, gosh.
The police found fentanyl and Xanax, both hidden inside the artificial leg. So he was hit with more felony drug charges. And he should have known the cops would find the drugs because as they were arresting him, they specifically asked him if he was hiding any drugs inside his prosthetic leg. And they warned him that he'd be facing more charges if he was.
Yeah.
He told
Oh.
them his leg was drug-free. Get it? A drug-free leg.
Uh-huh.
So now he's facing 4 total charges, and he already had 2 other drug cases pending.
Yeah, and, it doesn't surprise me that that story's not surprising to me if a person has a drug problem. If you can hide it in a prosthetic leg, it doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me that drugs might be hidden there.
Yeah, so when they took the leg off, they found the drugs.
Yeah, of
Interesting.
course.
Very interesting. Let's go to a small town in North Dakota where police in a small town said a bomb squad was summoned on a report of a grenade spotted by a jogger in the woods.
Really?
But they arrived to find the object was not a bomb. The police said the bomb, or actually, let me rephrase that. Police said the bomb squad was called to the wooded area on a report of a hand grenade in a plastic bag found by somebody jogging.
Mm.
Now, the bomb squad arrived on the scene and discovered the grenade-shaped object was actually made of rubber and was accompanied by 2 condoms, an empty bottle of personal lubricant,
Wow.
and a USB charging cord.
Oh, yuck.
Police said
sounds all
the police said the bomb squad did an online search and confirmed that the suspected explosive was indeed a harmless sex toy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, my.
Investigators said the condition of the plastic bag indicated that it was in the woods for quite some time
Yeah.
before they discovered it.
I hope they didn't touch it. I hope they
I
didn't
hope
touch
not.
it at all.
I hope not.
Oh, boy.
Very interesting. Good morning. You're on the air with Evan and Bonnie. Who do we have the pleasure of speaking with?
Hey there, Evan and Bonnie. Dr. Tread, I can't be for my show today.
All right. I will
let you know.
I will load up a rebroadcast for you.
Good
and
morning,
we will get
Doctor.
it.
Good
Get
morning,
it
by the
going
way.
for you, Tread.
Yeah, I got a little ill, but I'm getting better.
No problem. We hope you feel better, and I'll load up a rebroadcast for you.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Have a great day,
Get
Tread.
better.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
That's our wonderful Dr. Tread from the Slim Body Laser Spa.
Yes.
Yes.
And I saw his beautiful wife out at the Arts and Crafts show of this last weekend.
Did you?
At Mid-Florida Event Center.
Okay.
Oh, and I was looking for Dr. Tread. Where's Dr. Tread? She said he would be there any minute, but then I think I skipped along and went to other booths before I got a chance to see him out there.
Wow.
But
okay.
It's always nice seeing her and Dr. Tread. I like seeing the people in the community at some of these events. And Ken Coe, my friend, too. We might want to get him on the show.
Oh, okay.
This coming Thursday or Friday. I got to give him a jingle from Southern Pride Foods.
Ah,
So
okay.
maybe he'll bring some edibles in for us.
Okay.
Some goodies.
Anything is posible, as they say it in Español.
Yeah.
Posible en español.
Posible.
Is how you say possible in Spanish.
I like that.
Posible, and you say Spanish, you say español.
Yep. That's pretty. There's the guy at the toll booth. Why does he call me Ma? Is that something in Spanish?
How does he use it? Tell me how he uses it.
I don't Ma. Oh, have a good day, Ma. And it's like
Have a good day,
I don't
Ma.
know. I'm not Ma. Like
Maybe he's saying mama.
Mama. Oh,
Maybe
Mama.
he's saying mama.
It's Mama.
It's mama.
Yeah.
Have
it's
a good day,
Mama.
mama.
I'm like I'm not Mama.
Now, if he's Spanish, it's slang.
Okay.
Some guys refer to ladies as mama. I would see some ladies that I'll walk up to that I know. I'll say, "Hey, what's up, mama?"
Okay.
What's up, mama?
I didn't know that.
It's a slang word. It's kind of a slang lingo.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know it's not in a derogative way. It's in a very
not at
nice
all.
way.
Yes. Yes. So now you've had your hooked on phonics lesson for the morning.
I know.
All right. There we go. It is news time right now, 7:45 on the dot, literally. It's time for news, all brought to you by our good friends at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. For the best deals on any type of precious metals, go see Hawk Levy at St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Here's Bonnie with the headlines. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning once again. Governor Ron DeSantis issued an executive order on Monday suspending all local COVID-19 emergency orders. In St. Petersburg, the governor also signed a bill that limits what future governors and local officials can do with emergency orders.
It provides more check against the state, which I fully support. They didn't need to use these checks against me because I was using this much more judiciously.
For one thing, all non-hurricane related emergencies are limited to 7 days, and now schools and businesses can't be closed without extensive justification. Students, an off-duty firefighter, and a police officer all tried to save a high school senior who officials said drowned in a school tradition to jump off a dock into the Indian River Lagoon at the end of the school year. Records show there was roughly an hour-long effort to revive Bedensky B.T. Termidor, age 18, after he was pulled out of the water and back onto a dock Friday afternoon at St. Edward's School off Highway A1A south of Beachland Boulevard. Indian River County Fire Rescue Battalion Chief Kyle Kofke said law enforcement shut down traffic on the Merrill P. Barber Bridge to speed the ambulance carrying Termidor to Cleveland Clinic Indian River Hospital. A doctor pronounced him dead at the hospital at 3:50 p.m. Friday evening, according to an Indian River County Sheriff's Office report. A Vero Beach made the first 911 call about a possible drowning at the school at 2:49 p.m. A Florida school principal is being investigated for paddling a 6-year-old girl in front of the child's mother, Joel Melkin reports.
The incident involving Central Elementary School principal Melissa Carter in Clewiston was caught on video by the girl's mom, who says she was called to the school after her daughter damaged a computer. The woman says due to a language barrier, she didn't understand the process, but recorded the paddling with her cell phone, which was in her purse. While corporal punishment is allowed in some Florida school districts, Hendry County does not allow it. I'm Joel Malkin.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is expected to authorize Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for young adults aged 12 and older by next week, setting up shots for many before the beginning of the next school year. That's according to a federal official and a person familiar with the process. The FDA action would be followed by a meeting of a federal vaccine advisory committee to discuss whether to recommend the shot for 12 to 15-year-olds. Then the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention would act on the committee's recommendation. Former Florida Senator Bill Nelson was sworn in as NASA administrator. The 7 who rode on Shuttle Columbia just before the Challenger disaster in 1986 was unanimously confirmed by the Senate. And lastly, a 28-year-old tourist in Dorset, England, took a selfie on the edge of a cliff on Saturday afternoon, and he slipped and fell 120 feet. But amazingly, he survived because the tide was in, and he landed in 4 feet of water. The guy only wound up cuts and bruises, which is more or less a miracle. Atlanta Dream coach Nikki Colon is leaving the WNBA to take over as coach of the Baylor women's basketball team. The school announced Monday she replaces Kim Mulkey, who left last week to become LSU's coach. Current Atlanta assistant Mike Peterson takes over as interim head coach of the Dream, who begin their season on May 14. News time is right now 7:49. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
Time now is 7:50 on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Tuesday morning edition. It's time for traffic and weather together. Let's take a look at the highways first. Here's Bonnie.
It's another quiet morning on our roadways for Stuart. The Palm City area looking good too. And up north, Fort Pierce and that area, the major highways north and southbound. Nice and clear for us at the moment. There's your latest look at traffic. A warm morning in Stuart. It's 77 already. And in McCook, Nebraska, it's 44. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
Do you have a suggestion for the show? Send us an email, WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. And now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
If you've been cooped up in your quarantine sweatpants for a year and in need of something live and real, then get your maskless face over to Big Gordon's Grizzly Bear Wildlife Park. For just $50 from your COVID relief check, you can get a post-pandemic real bear hug. No need to schedule that second vaccine. And if you survive, you've got a story for all the folks who bragged about getting the Rona. Big Gordon's Grizzly Bear Wildlife Park. Suck on that, 2021.
That's an interesting place to go, right?
Yeah, go get that big bear hug.
Yeah, definitely so. So, what was I just lost my train of thought. What I was going to ask you, completely lost my train of thought. I just had
You
like a
just
brain fart.
Forgot all about it.
I did. I literally just had a brain fart.
You know what, Evan, though? I'm looking at something delicious right here. So a customer at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So there's a customer at Starbucks, one in California, where this went viral. It's trending now on Twitter, and there's a picture of this delicious looking drink.
Mhm.
So this guy.
Oh, yes, I heard about that. Tell me about
He
it.
orders a caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino.
Right.
But he has 13 modifications for it.
Wow.
I don't know how these baristas at Starbucks make it with all these people ordering these different drinks.
Tell me about
But
it.
he wanted to include 5 bananas in his drink.
5 bananas. How do you shove 5 bananas in a?
I don't
He
know.
said 5 bananas.
5 bananas.
All right, go ahead.
It includes extra caramel drizzle.
That's 2.
Extra whip.
3.
Extra ice. Extra cinnamon dulce topping.
Okay.
7 extra pumps of caramel sauce.
Oh my God.
Pump in more caramel,
7.
please.
All right.
Extra caramel crunch.
8.
1 pump of honey blend.
Okay.
And exactly 7 Frappuccino chips.
7.
Yeah.
Not 6, not 8, but 7. And it writes exactly 7.
So it looks like a really big, beautiful drink of this caramel ribbon crunch Frappuccino, only modified.
There's not a glass big enough that can hold that damn thing.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? Looking at it kind of makes me want to go order one of these now from Starbucks, but I don't think I would put the girl or the guy behind the counter through that much.
I think you know
I'm
how
not
they
going to modify.
I think I know how they got it in the cup.
Yes.
They cut a gallon jug open in half and just stuck it all in there and put a big old straw in there with an umbrella and a pineapple.
And with all
and
those
made it a cocktail.
And with all those bananas, they invited some monkeys to come
There
drink,
you
drink
go.
with them.
I love it because that's kind of a monkey kind of drink.
And making it, they didn't monkey around.
No,
They made it
no
for the
pun
guy.
intended there, right?
They made it for him.
We're WSTU Stewart. We're Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next. And then from the Martin County Sheriff's Office, Major John Budenseek with an update. We'll be right back.
Coming to you live from Stuart, Florida, the greatest little town in the world. It's the award-winning, critically acclaimed Get Up and Go show on AM 1450 WST. Invited to call the show anytime at 772-220-9788. And now, broadcasting live from their palatial studios, here are your hosts, Evan and Bonnie.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. It is Tuesday right here at the Get Up and Go show, May the 4th, 2021.
Why were you here so early?
Well, we're here early because that is what we get paid to do.
I should have stayed in bed.
Well, yeah, I should have stayed in bed too, but you know what? I couldn't miss the beauty of my co-host next to me.
Today's broadcast is being simulcast in broken English.
Ah, yes, broken English. I don't know, maybe broken Spanish, broken whatever. Anyway, I'm not broken. It's 8:07 right now on the Get Up and Go show. Mr. Clock, would you please certify?
It's now 8:07 a.m.
Uh-oh. There's that music again. You know what that means, Bonnie, right?
Major Budenseek is going to be with us.
That's right. Major John Budenseek from the Martin County Sheriff's Office is on the bat phone. See, he has a special number he calls that we don't answer, that we just let ring and ring until somebody texts me and says, are you all ever going to answer the phone?
And then eventually we do.
Yeah. Hey, John, how are you?
Good morning, Evan. Good morning, Bonnie. I felt I was being punished this morning for not being there.
No. I would never punish you because that would warrant an arrest.
Contrary, I think I've had a public flogging on your radio show for not being there. So.
Well, we'll never throw you under the bus, but maybe by New Year's we'll get you in studio again.
Perfect.
Do you think that's a possibility?
That's a real possibility right there.
I hope so, because you know what?
Good.
We actually miss your smiling face in the place. It's been quite a few months.
Been a little while.
I don't think you've been here this year, have you?
I don't think so. No.
Well, you need to grace us with at least once a year.
Deal.
All right, deal. Just whenever that date is, we don't know. Anyway, let's have a conversation this morning. Let's talk a little bit about the unfortunate, tragic drowning that we recently heard about, the two kids that died that supposedly, I guess, they thought that those were oxygen tanks, and they weren't oxygen tanks, were they?
That's correct. Unfortunately, the story actually broke last Tuesday after our radio show, but 2 Fridays ago, 2 children, they were a brother and sister, 7 and 9, were at a house in Jensen Beach, and both of those children were experienced swimmers and experienced divers, from what I understood or understand. And the father was working with the homeowner to try to fix a piece of diving equipment, an underwater scooter that I guess they were going to sell. They were somehow partners in a business, and they allowed the children to go in the pool or in the back and practice diving. Unfortunately, they got a hold of a helium tank instead of an oxygen tank. And I don't know a lot about diving, but I guess helium is used in a tri-mix gas system to dive low, like 130 feet or lower. Well, in a 7-8 foot pool, it was probably 2 or 3 breaths, and they would have been unconscious. And unfortunately, the father and the owner of the house returned back to the pool a short time later. It was not a long period of time. Returned back a short time later to find them unresponsive at the bottom of the pool.
How old were these kids?
7 and 9.
All right, so I'm going to speak as a dad here. You're a dad as well, and there's a lot of people listening that are parents. But I'm sorry, I would not leave my 7 and 9-year-old out at the pool area alone for any amount of time, even if they are excellent swimmers and excellent divers, because they're just not old enough to handle a panic situation. Plus, I'm sure that if the parents would have been out there, they would have visually seen what they were taking in the pool and would have stopped them. That's just me.
Now, I wouldn't,
personally.
Evan, personally, I wouldn't be too fast to knock that. If a 7 and a 9-year-old child, if they are experienced swimmers, of the place where I grew up anyway, we would be 3 miles
Yeah.
away at a lake swimming alone. So I wouldn't be like too fast to.
Well,
you
I mean,
know.
that's just my opinion. That's just me. I mean, yeah, I feel bad that the parents lost their children, and no parent ever has to and should go through that. But that's just, I'm just one person. Everybody has different opinions, just like you. And I respect your opinion. I do.
There are so many there's just so many tragedies too
Yeah.
of you know, kind of like drownings here in Florida. You hear
Yeah.
of so many of them where it could just be a one look away where a parent has at a pool
Yeah.
and that kid will get in and
Yeah, it only takes a split second.
It's tragic.
Yeah, it only takes a split
Yeah.
second.
I can weigh in because I've stewed on this a lot myself. Of course, ideally the parent would have stayed there with the children, but my children, they knew how to swim proficiently before. That's one of the first things living in Florida on this peninsula that we did was drown proof our kids.
Yeah.
So the odds of 2 children getting in a pool and not being able to swim, and then one of them not being able to come and ask for help,
Yeah.
were really low. This turns out just to be a freak occasion, like a freak accident.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with what you're saying, and in a perfect world, they would have been watching, but they were not gone for a lengthy period of time.
John, let me ask you a question. Is the investigation still ongoing first and foremost before I start getting into other things to ask, or is it pretty much a closed investigation?
We think we have all the facts. We still have not drawn a conclusion in the case. There's still, we're trying to balance letting the family grieve and getting all the facts that we need. So there's still a little bit left to be done.
Right.
But we're almost wrapped up with the case.
Can the parents get in trouble for something like this? Because I would hate to see that happen, that the parents get in any kind of legal trouble because of, they just lost their 2 kids. Can charges be brought against the parents?
That's a good question. And that's something that we have to weigh at the sheriff's office and with the state attorney's office. There's a lot of statutes that technically could be applied to this case, but is that the right thing to do? Not necessarily always. Arresting somebody is not always the right fix for a problem. You can't fix this problem. So we're trying to weigh. We're trying to make sure part of our job is to be analytical about this whole thing and keep our feelings out of it and make sure there's no criminal intent. Once a criminal intent is taken out of the equation, then we go into like a negligence scenario and we evaluate, should they have done things differently? And the answer on that is probably yes, but does that rise to the level of them getting arrested?
Mm-hmm.
Probably not.
Good.
But we're not ready to rule that out completely yet.
Right. I really hope it doesn't come to that.
Yeah, my personal is, man, those parents must be grieving enough.
It's awful. Yeah.
It's horrible, man.
Yep.
Ugh.
Unbelievable. I couldn't fathom, one of my kids, just that happening to them. And then, wondering if the charges are going to be brought up against, but I understand and I respect the sheriff's department that you guys have to do your investigations, and do your due diligence and close the case out before, making that final decision.
We have a heart at the sheriff's office, sometimes contrary to popular opinion, but we look at all the facts. A grieving family you almost can't punish them any more than they're already punished.
Yeah, and what you just said right there is just the loss of the 2 kids enough, is punishment enough. So why, and like you said, you guys do have a heart at the sheriff's office. Why punish them any more than what they've already been punished by losing their children?
Yep. But we still have to run down every little lead before we draw a conclusion and move forward. So we're not there yet.
Right. I totally agree. So what else has been going on these days in the sheriff's office? We have a few more minutes here. Is there anything you want to get the word out about, things that we need to educate our listeners about?
So we are, and I think we touched on this a few times, we are right into the middle of our boating season. We're coming up on Memorial Day here at the end of the month.
Right.
We're starting to get, I just approved an ops plan yesterday for our beach detail and our boat detail.
Mm-hmm.
for those weekends. But I would just caution all of our Martin County residents and people that come in and visit us, boating safety, boating responsibly. We want our residents to go out and enjoy our waters, but do it safely. And so that's our goal for this month and into the summer months, is that everybody, they don't drink too much alcohol and get out and operate their boat. They don't act like fools on the sandbar and get in fights.
Right.
That everybody gets along and boat safely and responsibly.
I'm also finding too that there are a lot of new boat owners. Summertime comes around, people want to get out on the water, get a great deal on a boat right now, and then everybody thinks they're the captain of their ship, and people don't understand that you need to educate yourself before you go out on the water, because you have no idea what these buoys mean. The green triangles, the red triangles, should you stay to the left? Should you stay to the right? And that's where the accidents also happen, right, John?
Absolutely. Boats are not cars. Cars, you hit the brake, they stop. Boats, you try to put your engine in reverse or neutral. It's not going to just automatically stop or automatically turn where you want it to. Look, we have highly skilled vessel captains that work at the sheriff's office. That's all they do is go out on their boats, and they still have accidents. So these novice boat owners, and I think we've all done that, need to be really cautious, go slow and read and try to learn everything they can about our waterways, and know also that just because the water is one way today, it can be completely different tomorrow. Those sandbars out there are constantly shifting.
Yeah.
The ocean's something that you really don't want to mess with unless you know what you're doing. In fact, I wouldn't even go out there unless I had an experienced boat operator or fisherman with me.
When I had my boat, I had mine just for a year. And they always say that the two happiest days as a boat owner is the day that you buy it and the day that you get rid of it.
Rid of the thing.
And I can attest to that is very true. But the year that I had my boat, I was a new boat owner, and I took out the boat, and I learned a few things here and there, and there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot that you need to be careful about.
I think the scariest thing is just not knowing your boating territory with you mentioned Major too, with the sandbars coming up. I remember a place in Lower Michigan where we did some boating, and there was a huge chain of lakes where we went on, and this one in particular, you would come up, you wouldn't see a sandbar coming up at you over the horizon. And if you don't know that the boating waters, you could probably have that boat open full throttle and just hit into that thing. So you really got to know your territory.
That is so true, Bonnie.
Everything matters in boating. I mean, the weather, you really have to watch your weather. You know how Florida is in the summertime. It goes from peaceful and calm to pretty horrific lightning windstorms in the afternoon.
Yeah.
A lot of people they like to stay out just into the evening, just into after dark. And if you don't know what you're doing, that's exceptionally dangerous to be out there operating a boat after dark.
Yeah, that's a whole nother level.
That weather can change so quickly.
Yes.
You could be out there enjoying a sunny day at the sandbar, and all of a sudden getting these torrential rains out of the blue.
I wish they would kind of make a law or something where boats are not permitted out after dark, because unlike cars, boats don't have headlights. You can't see things. And that's really where the danger actually is.
I'm sure.
It's really bad out there in the dark, right, John?
And not only that, we're in the 21st century. You would think we could figure out a way to have lit channel markers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people hit channel markers quite often out there, and channel markers are unforgiving, like running into a tree with a car.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot. We're just throwing this out there to the listeners. Be extra cautious. I know everybody's listening thinking I can handle it. I've got it. But I'm telling you, the most experienced boat operators I know still tangle up with those channel markers and sandbars.
Totally agree with you. That's Major John Budensink from the Martin County Sheriff's Office. He is pinch hitting for the sheriff today, who is away on business. John frequents the show every so often when the sheriff can't be here, and always gives us fantastic insight pertaining to all things in Martin County. John, always a pleasure enjoying having you here. And always remember, our front door is always unlocked for you. Anytime you want to walk through, come on in and say hello.
I've got a loud and clear, Evan. Thank you, Bonnie. Y'all have a good day.
Have a great day, John. We'll talk to you soon in regards to the family.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Bye-bye now. It's time for the Precious Metals Report. It's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. Gold will be opening up at $1,783.80 an ounce, and silver will be opening up at $26.70 an ounce. That's the Precious Metals Report, and it's all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin. $8:23 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for news. Let's go to the news desk where Bonnie's standing by. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Evan. The school community in Martin County is mourning the loss of a high school football player and senior scheduled to graduate this month. WPTV's Megan McRoberts reports.
He's 58. He's on the left there.
Friends and teammates of Nicholas Lorenas talk about the Tigers varsity football team O-line standout and defensive lineman of the year.
Yeah, we call him Nico. Yeah. He was definitely one of the funniest guys on the team.
Known for his humor, competitive spirit, and for building camaraderie on the team.
Very competitive.
He was tough.
Yeah. He played his sophomore year with the cast on.
He was a 4.0 GPA student with an eye on sports media or marketing in college.
We would broadcast the basketball games together.
And his years-long friends.
We had Thanksgiving together a couple times.
We're just looking forward to graduating all together. 17 years old, died unexpectedly over the weekend. The cause still undetermined, awaiting an autopsy. But friends for now say it was an unexpected medical emergency.
It's a hard thing to go through, especially graduating in a few weeks. Having to have an empty seat next to us is just not going to be easy.
Athletic director Mark Howells has been watching the team pull together.
When we spoke to him today, I said, it's okay to feel what you feel. And I've gone through the gamut of emotions from anger to confusion to sadness.
Nico's parents were also teachers at the school. His dad, a defensive coach. The team immediately stepping into action.
I almost felt guilty about being proud of when I heard the message that 70 plus student athletes in the house on Saturday to show their support.
Teammate Trevor Shapiruk is also co-founder of a local crisis nonprofit, Elevate Hope.
3 on 3, family on me. 1, 2, 3, family.
And in less than 24 hours, they helped raise more than $25,000 for the Lorenas family.
But it does, feel good that we were able to at least make a small impact.
Knowing the loss extends beyond the family and team, but to so many across the community.
I still feel like he's still here. I mean, he is here. He's here.
A Port St. Lucie woman was arrested Friday for child neglect, and the 4-year-old boy's stepfather is still on the run from police. On Friday, April 30, at approximately 6:19 p.m., Port St. Lucie police officers visited a home on the 200 block of Southwest Parish Terrace for a probation check on Derek Robledo. Officers found a 4-year-old boy at the home alone. The boy told officers he had no idea. The child was left home alone for approximately 45 minutes. While officers were at the home, a motorcycle pulled into the driveway with Robledo and the child's mother, Clina McDonald. Officers explained to them the dangers of leaving a young child home alone. The couple told officers they wanted to take an enjoyable motorcycle ride. When the probation officer informed Robledo that he was going to be arrested for violating his probation, he fled on foot. Officers handcuffed McDonald and placed her in the back seat of a patrol car. According to police, she began to kick the doors, then slipped one hand from her handcuffs and began hitting the patrol vehicle window. Officers placed the handcuffs back on her wrist and she began to slip them under her legs. Police say officers again opened the patrol vehicle to sit McDonald up, and she attempted to bite one of the officers. Eventually, McDonald settled down. Clina McDonald was charged with child neglect without great bodily harm and resisting an officer without violence. Charges are pending for Robledo. With the end of the school year approaching and some local districts doing away with the distance learning options born out of the COVID-19 pandemic, parents are facing some tough decisions. Enrollment for Florida Virtual School Full-Time Open Monday. According to FLVS, a survey showed that 65% of parents expect online education to be part of their child's future for the next school year. FLVS offers full-time and part-time flexible options for grades K through 12. According to a press release, FLVS students have access to more than 190 courses, which are all tuition-free for Florida residents and taught by state-certified teachers using a curriculum developed specifically for the online learning environment. To find out more, log on to flvs.net. Lastly, Bill and Melinda Gates are ending their marriage after 27 years. The pair announced in a statement on their verified Twitter accounts, "After a great deal of thought and a lot of work on our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage," the statement reads. The couple founded their philanthropic organization, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, together in 2000. And since then, the foundation has spent $50 billion on a wide range of initiatives related to global health, poverty alleviation, and more, according to its website. The Detroit Lions announced Monday they've agreed to terms with 13 undrafted free agents, including Rakeem Boyd, whose name might ring a bell for football fans. Not only was Boyd a star running back at Arkansas, he also starred in season 3 of Netflix's Last Chance U. Boyd fits the mold of tough-nosed players who the new regime added during this past week's NFL draft. In 2018 and 19, he led Arkansas in rushing before opting out of the end of the 2020 regular season to focus on the NFL. Our news time, 8:29, with weather and traffic together next.
$8:30 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together, brought to you by Code Red Roofers. Bonnie?
Well, the highways look nice and clear at the moment. We are not finding any accidents in our latest highway report, HP. But we like to say, if you see something, say something. Tell us to let us know about it at 220-9788, 220-WSTU. Right now, it's 78 in Stewart and 77 in Port St. Lucie. Here's our weather at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
If you have a suggestion for the show, we would love to hear from you. Send us an email to WSTUmorningshow@gmail.com. Now let's get back to the Get Up and Go show. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
8:34 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie, the Tuesday edition. And now it's time to go to outer space, where Randy Siegel is standing by with the latest and greatest news about all things space related. How are you, Randy?
Doing good, young man. How about yourself?
Young man. Wow, thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, compared to me. In 1967, NASA launched its Lunar Orbiter 4, which went into orbit around the moon, giving us more data on the moon. 1989, NASA launched its Space Shuttle Mission 30 using Shuttle Atlantis, which went into orbit. And then in 2002, NASA launched its Aqua satellite. This is a scientific satellite that helps us understand Earth better. It studies precipitation, evaporation, and cycling of water. All successful missions. Well, the NASA Space Center director of the Johnson Space Center, Mark Gaier, is moving to a new role as a senior advisor to the associate administrator. And the reason for this is he's stepping down because he needs to devote more time to his health and his family in light of a cancer diagnosis. His assistant, Vanessa White, who has served as deputy director at Johnson since August of 2018, will serve as the acting once the change has been made in the next few days. So we wish him the best in his fight with cancer and will remain with the Space Center. Get ready for a launch this afternoon at 3:01, because at 3:01 p.m., in an instantaneous launch window, SpaceX hopes to launch the next batch of Starlink satellites. The Starlink has to be launched at exactly 3:01 in order to reach the orbital position for those satellites to be deployed. If it doesn't launch at 3:01, it'll be delayed. And right now, the weather is 80% chance of favorable weather for the launch. The only thing they're looking at is where the vehicle will land. The problem is that when they want to land, weather has to be fairly constant and easy so it doesn't topple over once it reaches the drone ship. Well, there may be a problem with maybe a last-second delay. We're going to have to wait and see how that pans out. And then they've already planned that the next commercial resupply mission, upgraded Dragon spacecraft, is targeted third, carrying the next group of supplies to the space station. Also this afternoon, within a 6-hour window of that Starlink launch, SpaceX will launch their serial number 15 Starship. Starship higher and further a precision landing with no problems. At least that's NASA. So it's a busy day for SpaceX, to say the least, as it is the 7-person crew on the International Space Station. They're doing a lot of research on board the station. They're working with the Astro B robotic assistant that flies around inside the Kibo module, testing automated rendezvous techniques. Kimbra, on the station, has been monitoring that activity. Thomas Pasqua from the European Space Agency wore virtual reality headsets and reached for virtual objects to help scientists understand how weightlessness is affecting the central nervous system. Megan MacArthur, she cleaned up the microgravity science glove box experiment after closing out a transparent alloys physics study, while Mark Vanderhee checked out emergency hardware, then set up gear for an immune system study that may promote the development of new vaccines and drugs for treating diseases. 2 Russian cosmonauts, Oleg Novitsky and Peter Dubrov, worked inside the Russian segment doing a lot of work. It's funny how you learn information in some of the most distant ways. A patch for the astronauts that will fly on the Crew 3 mission was let out into the public view. We knew that Rajat Sharif, Washburn, and European Space Agency astronaut Matthias will be flying, but a new name was on this particular patch, Caleb Barron. Caleb Barron has been with NASA and has not had a flight. Well, we now know, if that patch is correct, that she will be making the flight on the crewed Dragon number 3. So static firings are done and everything is ready for the launch. Russia's only female in their particular space program, Anna Kokina, says that she will probably be joining the flight heading to the International Space Station. Currently, the crew will consist of Sergei Korsakov, Sergei Prokofiev, Anna Kokina, and possibly Dmitry Petlin. Exactly which cosmonauts will fly on that mission has still yet to be determined, but it's being worked out. So it'll be interesting to see whether the only woman in the Russian cadre gets a chance to fly next year. China is preparing to send the Tenzhou 2 refueling spacecraft to their space station. The launch on a Long March 7 vehicle is rumored to be around May 20th, and it should be very interesting. Tomorrow, we're going to tell you about the 10-month schedule for Artemis 1 and a space expert passing away. So until tomorrow, have a great day, everybody.
Thank you very much. That's Randy Siegel with a Space Report. He's on the program each and every weekday at around the 8:30 mark. Time to head on over to Ellie's downtown deli, where Bonnie is standing by with some of the most delectable, delicious, mouth-watering treats this side of the Mississippi River.
That's right. And the Indian River, too, possibly. And, don't just make it a double. Make it a triple today. Make it a triple salad plate. Yes, it's what you get. You get your mixed greens topped with egg, tuna, and with chicken salad. You get tomato on this, cucumbers, onions, olives, carrots, and sprouts. And, everything is fresh that Chef Mark serves up at Ellie's Downtown Deli. Salad served with your choice of a dressing, of course. Try key lime pie as your homemade dessert. Yes, homemade fresh. Pie, coconut cream pie. Get yourself delicious Oreo pie. I know your kids would love it too. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart now has their patio back open. Plus, they're at 50% dining inside with a full menu for pickup or delivery. Ellie's also has full dinners available for takeout, plus their fabulous desserts as well. Call 772-781-6605 to order and pick up today. They're located at 18 Southeast 6th Street, just off Colorado in Stuart. Call 772-781-6605. Ellie's Downtown Deli in Stuart.
8:43 right now, the time on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's the Tuesday edition. One final look at the news and the headlines. Here's Bonnie, all brought to you by St. Lucie Jewelry and Coin.
Students, an off-duty firefighter, and a police officer all tried to save a high school senior who officials said drowned in a school tradition to jump off a dock into the Indian River Lagoon at the end of the school year. Records show there was roughly an hour-long effort to revive Badinsky B.T. Termidor, age 18, after he was pulled out of the water and back onto a dock Friday afternoon at St. Edward's School off Highway A1A south of Beachland Boulevard. Indian River County Fire Rescue Battalion Chief Kylie Kofke said law enforcement shut down traffic on the Merrill P. Barber Bridge to speed the ambulance carrying Termidor to Cleveland Clinic Indian River Hospital. A doctor pronounced him dead at the hospital at 3:50 p.m. Friday night, according to an Indian River County Sheriff's Office report. A Vero Beach police officer made the first 911 call about a possible drowning at the school at 2:49 p.m. A nationwide chlorine shortage is being felt across South Florida, causing consumers to stock up at supply stores. And here's WPTV's Derek Lowe with more.
A shortage of chlorine right before the summer starts to heat up.
We remain busy really all the time, but today was just incredible. I mean, we had a line out the door for a good part of the day.
At Morningside Pools in Port St. Lucie, manager in charge Fiona Detura says the pool cleaning tablets are hard to come by.
It really started when we had, with Hurricane Laura, I believe, the explosion in Louisiana was a tablet factory.
Adding to the frustration, the pandemic.
Of course, it's just been a ripple effect with COVID. The factories closed down, obviously, when COVID began.
Monthly prices have gone up, just the last few years, prices have been going up.
Donnie Mahuron, owner of Quiet Waters Pool Maintenance, says a surplus of liquid chlorine remains at this time, but that those prices are also going up.
I'd say they're about 20%, maybe 30% higher than what they were in recent years.
He says the alternative option is to install a salt generator and that the demand may continue through the summer.
People may be stockpiling tablets, but the suppliers are able to limit how many you can buy even. So
in Port St. Lucie, I'm Derek Lowe, WPTV, News Channel 5.
A Florida school principal is being investigated for paddling a 6-year-old girl in front of the child's mother. Joel Melkin reports.
The incident involving Central Elementary School principal Melissa Carter in Clewiston was caught on video by the girl's mom, who says she was called to the school after her daughter damaged a computer. The woman says due to a language barrier, she didn't understand the process, but recorded the paddling with her cell phone, which was in her purse. While corporal punishment is allowed in some Florida school districts, Hendry County does not allow it. I'm Joel Malkin.
A former swim coach at St. John's County Day School is facing multiple felony charges. Investigators say Mitchell Benz solicited a child online for unlawful sexual conduct. He's been arrested and booked in the Clay County Jail. A forensics unit and Internet Crimes Against Children Department led the investigation. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration is expected to authorize Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for young adults age 12 and older by next week, setting up shops for many before the beginning of the next school year. That's according to a federal official and a person familiar with the process. The FDA action would be followed by a meeting of a federal vaccine advisory committee to discuss whether to recommend the shot for 12 to 15-year-olds. Then the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention would act on the committee's recommendation. Those steps could be completed in a matter of days. Well, lastly, with the end of the school year approaching and some local districts doing away with the distance learning options born out of the COVID-19 pandemic, parents are facing tough decisions. Enrollment for Florida Virtual School full-time opened on Monday, and according to FLVS, a survey showed that 65% of parents expect online education to be part of their child's future for the next school year. FLVS offers full-time and part-time flexible options for grades K through 12. According to a press release, FLVS students have access to more than 190 courses, which are all tuition-free for Florida residents and taught by state-certified teachers using a curriculum developed specifically for the online learning environment. And for more information, you can log on to flvs.net. Bobby Unser, a 3-time Indianapolis 500 winner and part of the only pair of brothers to win the greatest spectacle in racing, has died. He was 87. He died Sunday at his home in Albuquerque, New Mexico, of natural causes, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway said on Monday. Unser won the Indy 500 in 1968, 1975, and 1981. News Time 8:48. We'll have weather and traffic together next.
8:49 right now on the Get Up and Go show with Evan and Bonnie. It's time for traffic and weather together. Let's see what's going on. Here's Bonnie.
Well, to the south of us, I-95 southbound at Donald Ross Roads down by Palm Beach Gardens. There's some debris down there in the center lane. So if you're heading I-95 southbound this morning, use some caution in that area. Otherwise, we don't have any accidents to report. There's your latest look at traffic. Jensen Beach, a nice 79, and it's 78 right now in Port St. Lucie. Here's more on our forecast at WPTV.
Happy Tuesday, sunshines. It's another mild and muggy start to the day along the Treasure Coast. Temperatures this morning in the low 70s under partly cloudy skies. This afternoon, highs reaching the low 90s, heat index values in the mid to upper 90s. We'll see mostly sunny skies throughout the day and a 20% chance for some isolated showers, mainly inland. Tomorrow, similar to today, highs reaching the low 90s, feeling even warmer with that humidity and the chance for some late day showers and storms. By Thursday, scattered showers and storms possible with highs in the low 90s.
I'm WPTV First Alert Meteorologist Katya Hall on WSTU AM 1450, Martin County's Heritage Station.
The Get Up and Go show would love to hear from you live on the air. Give them a call at any time. Now let's get back to the program. Here's Evan and Bonnie.
You know, Bonnie, this is the first time, I don't want to jinx things, but this is the first time we've made it through the show that Fredo, Bentley, or anybody else hasn't called.
Nobody, Big Kitty didn't even call this
not
morning.
Even Big Kitty.
And for a while, Big Kitty was calling us like every other day.
Yeah, or the old man down the road.
Never gave us a jingle either.
He's not calling, and he usually calls around this time. I don't want to jinx anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a quiet show.
Yeah.
But it's been an action-packed show, and a fast 3 hours worth of programming.
Oh, it has.
So I don't want to jinx anything.
It always, the week is going to go by incredibly fast, being that it's Mother's Day weekend coming up.
Yeah.
And this Sunday is Mother's Day. And
Mhm.
I think more and more people are, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, I bet a lot of people kind of missed their moms last year during this.
I can guarantee one thing, that all the restaurants are going to be packed for Mother's Day brunch.
Oh, you betcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do our church. Oh, I have a game. Gosh darn it. I have a game on Sunday, so I can't go to. This is 2 weeks in a row I'm missing church. And that upsets me because I look forward to going to church. I had the bridal show last Sunday. And then I have this Sunday, I have a game at the stadium. But 8:30. You know what? I can go to church because church is at 8:30.
Wow.
I'll get out at 9:30.
You can still make it.
Yeah, I'll make it there by 10.
Yeah, because your
Yeah.
church's got to have different times for
Yeah,
services.
we have 8:30, 11, and 12:30, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, just like at St. Andrews, I know we have like a early morning, like a 7:30, and then we used to have an 11, and I used to go to the later one on Sundays.
By the way, if you're listening, if you listen in the 9 o'clock hour, Dr. Tread with the Slim Body Laser Spa is not going to be here this week live. So we are going to do a rebroadcast of his program. So you'll still be able to listen in and hear all the great stuff that Dr. Tread has to talk in regards to weight loss through his lasers, low power lasers that he has.
Yeah, we took some flyers from him at the Arts and Crafts show this weekend, and his lovely wife gave a flyer too, also to my good friend who might be looking into the Slim Body Laser Spa.
Yeah, without a doubt. So make sure and tune in for the Dr. Tread Slim Body Laser Hour. That's going to be coming up here in just a little bit, in about 7 or 8 minutes. So what's on the plan for today? What are you going to be doing when you get out of here?
Well, I got a couple of exciting facts.
All right, talk to me.
There was an episode of Scrubs in 2002 where Zach Braff and Sarah Clark's characters went skydiving, Evan, and they had to get stunt doubles to do the skydive.
Really?
So get this, incredible. Their stunt doubles met on set that day, and they wound up getting married.
Wow. That's amazing.
I mean, isn't that like a nice story?
Yeah.
And here's a true fact about the McDonald's character Grimace. Grimace was originally evil.
Really?
In 1971,
Wow.
he was called Evil Grimace.
Wow.
And his goal was to steal milkshakes. But by 1972, they turned him into a purple monster.
Wow.
Who's a good guy, but not very bright.
Pretty cool. Breaking news just hit the wires. We were just talking about this. I thought we'd let our listeners know. Charlie Crist, former Republican turned Democratic congressman, says he's running for the governor of the state of Florida in 2022.
Yep, that
gonna
was
be interesting.
Breaking news this morning.
Yeah,
And
just came out.
we were just talking off air that I think he was governor also in a few years back.
Yeah, 07 to 11, I think it
to
was.
2011.
Yes, I remember him very well. He was the governor that had the great suntan. He was very well tanned.
He was, wasn't he?
Yes, he had a great suntan.
Yeah,
I
now-
will say that much.
Now, yep, I do remember
when you think
that.
about that, yeah, he had a great suntan.
I remember when Bush was in there too, the brother of George W.
Yep.
When he was governor, I remember that. Ron DeSantis, I'm quite enjoying Ron DeSantis right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Well, that's a wrap for us, folks. We got to get on out of here.
Okay, show's over.
That's all the time we have for today.
Oh, just when it was getting good.
Don't worry, we'll be back soon. Bon voyage.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci, as they say. I like the way that girl did that.
I do too.
Arrivederci.
Very, very nice.
Hey, just remember, if you have good values on the inside, you won't look for validation on the outside.
Have a good day at the ballpark with the St. Lucie Mets starting.
That's right. First pitch 6:10.
Yes.
Make there and grab a hot dog,
Yeah.
some
Maybe
popcorn, a beer.
make a soda pop.
Yeah, whatever you want. Have a great time.
Have a whole pizza while you're there.
Hope to see you out there Saturday night for
I'd
fireworks,
like to come.
Bonnie.
I'll try. I'd
right.
like to.
All right. Very good. Hey, we're WSTU Stewart, Martin County's Heritage Station. The news is coming up next, and then a rebroadcast of Dr. Tread's Slim Body Laser Show. We'll see you back here in about 21 hours.